boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's our special night. It's Title Tuesday. It's Showdown. We got so much to get into here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for being a part of the shows as we got so much coming your way tonight. So much to talk about, so much to get into. So get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the family, be a part of the shows as we have all the live reaction to all the action. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. Live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, but not your typical live stream as we bring you two shows, two hosts, and all the fun that chat has to bring out there. Blow it up. Let us know how you're feeling. What is on your wrestling mind? What are you watching? One, the other, or both? As AEW gives us Title Tuesday and NXT gives us Showdown. Lots of fun stuff here tonight. If you're a wrestling fan, this is the place to be. So like, share, subscribe. And as I said, don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Get in that chat. Me and that pretty face have you for the next 3 hours, couple hours. We'll figure it out, but it's going to be a good one as always on a Tuesday. But if you don't know who we are, well, I am Mr. Overnight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, we got a showdown at Hickabottom High, and we've got at least one title on Title Tuesday. But We've got a Tuesday night war again. We've gone back in time to where these shows used to be on the same time on Wednesdays.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've had a head-to-head. I like it. We know it caused a bit of an online meltdown last time for TK. He wasn't happy with some of the booking or the ringers that got brought in last time. So we will see what happens tonight. There's an open challenge from Mercedes Monet, who will answer that. What are twists and turns? Some other names out there that might be available. So we'll see if that gets incorporated into tonight. Lots of debate. I mean, there's been people that have been excited. I've seen more good than bad about NXT tonight. A little bit of uncertainty with AEW Dynamite. I know we talked about it a little bit last night, Nick, but nonetheless, if you like wrestling and you can't find anything to like tonight, we might call you into question.
Yeah, you're the problem at this point. I'm the drama. You're the drama with that whole situation because, yeah, you've got everything with TNA being involved in NXT. You've got anything that you could want. If you're completely anti-Fed, I still always hate that term, then you've got everything with AEW. That should be knocking it out of the park. Did Tony do enough for this to be a fair fight? We'll see. I know it's interesting that the last time they counterbooked, it was NXT's homecoming. Now they're counterbooking AEW's homecoming. It's like this weird, like small town rivalry. Who won the football game? Who took home the cheerleader?
Yeah, and I feel even from like an AEW standpoint that the homecoming side of things might have been a little bit on the quieter side. And I mean, again, I feel like Tony over the last 24, 48 hours has been on social media like, thank you for loving us. Love us more, please. We were doing some stuff. Please check us out. So he's been pretty heavy in the rotation that way. So we'll see what tonight looks like. I expect good things from both shows. As always, on a Wednesday, we started with Hopium, but today's a Tuesday, so maybe a little extra hope that they pull out some funny stuff or some interesting stuff to see what they can do as far as competing. I think, obviously, it's not their normal night. They're up against NXT. People can bellyache all they want, but this is it. I mean, for the naysayers out there, NXT is not any good. It's for children. TNA's a third-rate, fourth-rate program. Nobody likes it. So you have no reason not to do well tonight. And when the numbers do come out, if you don't do well, you can't run back those old statements.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is we're seeing now, we'll be watching live and direct in full effect of them literally head-to-head, and including even TNA being involved. So we've literally got this battle for third place to where you can't run and hide anymore. And we've already seen the statistics going around of so far already like 49 weeks out of the year, NXT has beaten AEW Dynamite in the ratings.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a complete wash at this point. So, yeah.
Right. And I know people were talking online about Tony walking back this whole imaginary HBO Max number that BJ made up and Dave ran with, and everybody, Googles it and it comes up in the AI. It was reported by BJ Bethel, who's been called a liar on multiple occasions. So again, we didn't start the debate about the ratings. We all know who did. We've talked about it many times. You can't bail out of the argument when the argument's not going your way. You started it. You got to stand up and take your licks on the way back. The only thing you do is put on a better show. Now, some out there think this show can't get any better, KJ. It's all the best is going to be. I don't know about that. I think there's room for growth. There's room for opportunity. And that's for all the shows we watch. Nobody's perfect. But I think there's been a long run here, especially in the back half of 2025, that AEW has been a little lackluster for me. So they need some bounce back here.
Well, it's also interesting because we've got pretty much a war going on an invasion, if you will, if we are still allowed to call this show that, with Showdown onto itself. If we've still got Team TNA versus Team NXT, I don't goddamn care. But we've got that going on too, as well as the overarching WWE versus AEW kind of Tuesday night ratings war. For sure.
And I mean, it's an interesting dynamic in the fact of like TNA's pulled into it. We thought this show would have a little more runway. We didn't realize they were going to try and get it in tonight, as far as giving the fans something to keep them interested on a Tuesday, opposed to their opponents. So
Did it feel like a PLE? Did it feel like it should have been at least a PLE?
I thought it was going to be a PLE. I'll be honest with you. I mean, do I think there's anything wrong with how they are doing it? No, but I thought it was going to be like a Saturday night kind of thing.
Agreed. I'll give you that. But yeah, we already got that whole storyline playing out, and I'm on paper, that's the story, that's the show that's more intriguing to me out of the two. That's clearly head shoulders. We're going to see the Hardy Boys end up being NXT champions by the end of tonight.
Ooh, hold that thought.
They're going to be going into Bound for Glory.
Title champ. Yeah, they don't need to be champs. And it ruins the idea that the Hardys could lose to the Dudleys if they have belts. So it's probably best they give those belts up so that the match with the Dudleys is a little more up in the air. Because I can't imagine the Dudleys are going to be champs, because I honestly believe Devon's given us one and done. I don't think we're ever going to.
Bully wants another run or two.
But it's great for Bully. But what does Devon do?
I don't know. He brings Bishop Dyer in to be the third Dudley boy.
There you go. Bring back some. Where's Spike when we need him? But no, it should be a fun one. Last thing before we say hello to the people. But and hello everyone out there. But how do you feel about Joe Hendry is the special guest referee of the men's, and Jordan Grace is the special guest referee of the women's?
Ooh, I wasn't aware of that. That's going to be interesting. Is that some insider trading, and do you get some little, hey, you're supposed to be on my side when you're actually, making a call for here? You're supposed to bend the rules for Team TNA because you're a TNA guy, right? Or you're an NXT gal. You're supposed to bend the rules our way.
Yeah.
But they've also got ties both ways on the other side.
Yeah, I thought maybe my first initial thought, if it is true, which I do believe it is, my first initial thought was it just felt a bit unnecessary. You already have this big thing going on. You didn't need to muddy it by having a special guest referee. It's a thing. Don't take it down a notch by over gimmicking it. I think the fact that a little bit extra, right? It's kind of an extra bow on the hat for no reason. So, but it should be interesting either way. Does add another element, though. I mean, I probably would have said, if I had a vote, like, nah, let's just have the match without the extra stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you feel with Kalani Jordan being the representative, the team captain for TNA, for TNA's team pretty much being a whole lot of ex-WWE?
It's funny. It does show that there is a thing. Name value is important. And again, Kalani and like Jakara, even under her new name, have a little more value when you're doing an NXT show than some of the, a Danny Luna. No offense, it's just smaller stage. They've been tap dancing on the big stage.
Yeah.
Cody Threat, like, it sounds good, but is it like Mike Awesome showing up for the WCW Invasion? Like, oh, this guy. And no disrespect to Mike Awesome, I love him, but you know what I mean. It wasn't exactly.
Oh, you gotta love the thick chick thriller.
I like it. But ultimately, very interesting, very intriguing with all of this. So we are about 17 minutes away from the start of both shows. I do believe that for the second time in 2 weeks, Dynamite will run 2.5 hours. So they'll have like a 30-minute overrun at least.
Oh,
yeah. Good luck.
I forgot about that because I was already anticipating there was going to be a bit of an overrun. Now, you're going to hurt yourself, Tony. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to run too long, and them numbers are going to fade.
It's going to hurt your average. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I believe. But that all being said, shout out Spaz, Mega, Jose, top 3 from last night. Again, folks, that's your little crown in the chat. Make sure you hit those buttons. And the super chat, super stickers help you get bonus points. Use those. But Spaz, Mega, Jose, take the top 3, bump them off the top 3, folks, and get in there with all your fun chat messages. But don't spam us, like legit. Zach, welcome back. National Taco Day on a Tuesday makes sense.
There you go.
I feel like it's National Taco Day every day at my house, but
it might be National Tax Day for me.
Let's go. Zach, welcome back. Eric, always a pleasure. The Jaguars winning last night over the Chiefs.
Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you. That makes the Bills' loss at least a little bit more palatable of at least the Chiefs' loss, and to the Jaguars, too, of all people.
Are the Jags actually something, though, man? 4-1.
They always end up pretending like you kind of think they're going to be something, and they're kind of not. There've been times to where you kind of think they're going to be good, and then they kind of shat in the bed, much like a cat does. My whole thing, how do you feel about Tony getting all of the AEW wrestlers out there on the sidelines trying to incorporate it into the NFL?
He's done it in the past. It has not had great success. I think the football fans look at it kind of sideways. However, if you have the opportunity to kind of get a spotlight on, see, when you got someone like Harley Cameron running around, you get attention, right? Like, it depends who you're putting on display. But again, if you're trying to grow your brand and make it seem like something, you just don't want it to take away from the football team. Like, from a football standpoint, do you kind of roll your eyes like, what are they doing?
Yeah, but at the same time, like you said, when it's Harley Cameron, you kind of still just accept it. And she's okay. She's great with the media stuff.
Amazing. Again, book this woman. Don't just make her a kitty cat. Use the, you know what? Take QT Marshall and say, QT, you got to train her as much as you can. She's your Maxine Dupree. Like, that is that vibe.
Don't just get that because of Maxine's great moment last night.
That's what it is, right?
Well, I don't even know if she needs to be a wrestler. She could just be their fucking PR team.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. If you just want to, but you need to book.
Which is going to be easier, her to just pivot into being their PR, the face of AEW, like an RJ City or Renee.
Wrestling would be the easiest, right? So, but she is a woman that brings value, and I think AEW has to do a better job booking talent that are exciting, that are fun, that make fans cheer. Just not generic wrestler number 6, generic wrestler number 7, another guy in trunks. Let's go. Like, they need personalities. Personalities sell the business. You got guys like Shane Taylor. You got guys like Dalton Castle. You got Harley Cameron. You got, even on the main show, like a guy like Swerve that I think they could do so much with from a marketing standpoint.
Swerve's been kind of one of those guys, though, that they, when he was healthy and especially when he was champ, they were using him. I mean, Christ, he had his own shoes come out and everything. They've used him with the stuff with the Jaguars, too, as well. So, yeah, I see your point.
Right, but Kevin's back with us. Santo Escobar joins the Don Callis family.
Don't rule it out. Don't rule it out.
I wouldn't be stunned. I'll put it that way. I wouldn't be stunned. It wouldn't blow my socks off. Put it that way.
Do you think we see him and Dakota Kai tonight?
I'd say there's a better chance of Dakota Kai. I don't officially know what the Santos contract thing has worked out to be. Like, there's mixed stories out there. Could we see both? We could, but if I had to pick, I think we're more likely to see Dakota than Santos. But Tony's going to take every chance he got. Andrade's perfect example of doesn't matter what their fans think. Tony jumped all over the idea of like, he's free, get him.
Is it something to be said though with how much everybody wants to say WWE tries to screw with AEW, that they didn't have him under a 90-day no compete or anything? They just let him go.
Yeah.
That instead of we're going to keep you away from going over there so quickly and all that he was so much of a disruption potentially, or that they've had no threat of him if he went over there, that just go ahead, you can go right running back to Tony.
Right, you're 100%. And again, they run that risk, and maybe part of it was they're not going to take him back. They already had problems with him. They know he's a bit of a handful. However, at the same time, they didn't give a fuck. If you can't pass the wellness, ask Riddle what happens. And Riddle's all the type of fucking just an absolute disaster at this point in his life. Just what else can I fuck up? That's what it feels like. He wakes up and thinks every morning. It's crazy.
Matt Riddle is just a walking embarrassment now at this point. Oof. I was going to ask if you saw, and I know we're still saying hi to everybody.
We're getting there slowly.
But did you see Scarlett's and Cross's interview with Van Fleet and kind of their comments about if they went to AEW and everything, about if they were going to go to AEW, that they'd be committed there 100% and everything. Wherever they sign next is how they put it for the most part.
Yeah.
That they're going to be committed. And they kind of made it sound like they might be heading that way or thinking that way, but also they did mention we're still talking about WWE a lot. So that may not be the fairest of situations.
Yeah, and I mean, I think part for me is, and I don't know what the answer is, only time will tell, but is there an ongoing issue with Callis? Is there an outstanding issue? I know they had publicly said they would not return to TNA while he was there. And now he's here. Like, is it, yeah, look, we can sign you, but you'll never see him. Like, what is it? How do you work that? So that will be a definitive factor, but they would be silly to close that door completely. If Tony phones you up and says, I got a couple, fucking mil for you, and what hurdles do we got to get over so you can cash in? I'd take the phone call.
If you're Tony and need to pull out surprises for tonight, granted, you're beating their battleship versus their, big warship here with it being NXT. But do you pull out something like a Cross, like a big surprise? Granted, it would be weird to try and make it make sense within AEW's landscape right now, but do you go shock and awe?
I mean, being that the card, like you've been criticized even by some of your biggest supporters, yeah, why not? It might be a good misdirection when people can't wait till the end of 10:45 tonight, and they'll be comparing notes. Oh, NXT killed. Oh, Dynamite killed. Oh, you're stupid. Let's talk about this. That is going to happen. So if you're Tony and you debut Dakota Kai, Killer Cross, and Santos potentially, yeah, you might actually get over with kind of pulling, those big moments that cover up whatever else happened.
Yeah, you might be able to have a fair amount of people that would say NXT would have won.
Yeah,
Dynamite won because it had this moment and that moment, because that's the negative, the knock on WWE is it's not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, again, if a couple of huge surprises and then you sprinkle in a couple matches that can actually bang, which we'll talk about that in a couple moments. But yeah, I mean, when you're fighting for headlines, go big or go home, Tony. And my only fear with Cross is you sign them and then what?
Yeah, very true, very true.
What up, Kevin? What up, C Money? Let's go. Happy birthday, Gore, Rhino, who's kind of like an honorary Canadian. We love Rhino. Shout out, Rhino. Let's go.
Oh, I love Rhino.
MDB Showdown knee pads. Let's go. His knee pads playing for both teams tonight. Pause on that. TJ, how you doing? Randy, welcome back. Let's go. CM Monk, there was a firefight.
That the Boondock scene, everything. There was a firefight.
Yes. Happy birthday to Rhino. Looking forward. Damien, the leader of the Hopium tribe. Welcome back, sir. Sean Reed, what is up? WFU fam, Wrestling for Life Network fam. Tonight, I'll be watching more NXT than AEW. Better right now, in my opinion. Also, sorry, KJ, for the hockey draft and all your picks on my list, too. But really funny. And I actually think I'm playing you as well. So you can go hitting a half on my ass by taking my players and beat me with them. Nothing but love, Sean. Great minds think alike. And yeah, you had a solid draft. You picked up some guys that I really thought I was really hoping to get my hands on. So kudos to you, sir.
Does that make you the Tony Khan of this situation? Of that WWE's Sean Reed over there snatched up all your toys?
Snatching up all the good ones. I got to take what's left. Let's go. Ken, welcome back. Well, tonight, if you're really happy with NXT and want to be brought down, just switch to Dynamite. Well, we're hoping both deliver in their own little way. We got about 6 minutes to the start of both shows, but I want Dynamite to be good. I want us to fight for where we stick our eyes. But again, that's the ultimate test, Nick. We've done this before. You and I have watched 2, 3, a couple times. I think we sprinkled in a fourth shows. And just by sheer human nature, whatever show's the most interesting gets our attention. We have no preconception going into this. It's whatever's doing the coolest thing we will be looking at.
We literally just went through this with All Out and WrestlePalooza, my guy.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
They went so far ahead and still had the main event going head to head with Brock Lesnar and John Cena.
Absolutely. And again, we got caught up in Cena a little bit because I didn't find their main event. Eventually I rewatched it. It was pretty good.
Well, it was at that point. It was because it's 5 hours deep into a show.
That's a big part of this,
right?
Josh, how you doing? Welcome back. Let's go. It's Title Tuesday. What's up, Jessine? I almost said that wrong. Jason with an E.
I'm just going with Jason.
Jason. You can correct us phonetically in the chat. Damien, we got you. Kevin got you. Let's go. Bonkers back at it again. Only 2 title matches on a show called Title Tuesday. Just like Battle of the Belts was a bore fest matches. Listen, and we won't get too far into this because we have about 5 minutes to click on everyone's name. But again, I'm a little, I don't understand the thought process in the matches that are advertised for tonight by Dynamite. I don't get it. If anyone wants to offer me why these matches are happening, I just don't get it.
You would think with a show being called Title Tuesday, every match would have a title or at least a title implication.
Yeah.
Instead, we have 2 title matches, one of which is an open challenge, and we have Jon Moxley versus Ishii, which I feel like we've also seen like a dozen times.
Yeah.
Like it was cool the first 4 times, maybe. Now it's getting old.
Right. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't quite understand. And like, again, if you watch every single week, like we do, and still have that, like, where did that come from? That shouldn't be happening on the regular of like, oh, didn't see that coming. As far as like the lineup of the Ishii Moxley makes no sense. Bringing in Umi to fight fucking 2 weeks ago didn't make sense. Like, it's just all this random shit that nothing adds up. There's just no rhyme or reason to it.
When we're watching, like you said, when we're watching the show weekly and it's a special show, you shouldn't be caught off guard on what they've been building to.
Right. What are they building to? Jose, welcome back. See Money got you. Bonkers, welcome back. Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights, welcome back, sir. Hope you are well. TJ, good to see you. Good to see you. Michael, let's go. Ronan's back in the house. TJ, I think we got you, but welcome back. Michael, we got you. Bonkers, Hassan. Anthony's with us. Alan. Chris, welcome back, sir. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Dun, dun, dun. Michael,
could you imagine Tessa showing up on NXT?
It's been one of the highly debated things of 2025 because, and I think you, myself, Anthony, we've all talked about it, and we came up, where a young lady and she made some mistakes, and yes, we get it. We love canceling people, but she's trying to be a better person. I just don't know when the WWE cares that you're trying. You know what I mean? They're like, all right, good for you, but we can't use you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even exactly the same and comparable, but it's how we know for a fact they're not going to touch Andrade with AAA, even though they bought the company. It's like I said, that's going to the nth degree with this, but they're not going to use Tessa just for fear of the backlash. They're a publicly traded company. They've got deals with Disney and shit like that. We're not gonna respectfully. Now, granted, people would argue the same thing though with Brock Lesnar, but is Brock's situation a lot different?
It is. And we can get into that at another point. Wrestling Proud, Anthony Thompson, welcome back. Bradley, the giver of gifts, let's go, let's go. Spaz, we'll get to your $5 super chat in a moment, sir. Boston, welcome back. Let's go. Damian, Jose, Cherokee, George. Tanisha's back in the house. OG Dale. Florida Panthers won, so my first dub for a goalie. Let's go.
There you go. And I did also see that we had 2 Jose's in the chat, so we got the Spider-Man meme going on.
We got a second Jose? Oh, fuck. We're doomed.
Yeah. Going, but yeah.
Another guy out here making obscure jokes that we miss on the fly. Damien got you. Chris McCarthy's back with us. It's my birthday. Hey! It's my birthday, and I get to spend it watching NXT and TNA, questioning if Jordan and Joe will call the matches down the middle. Happy birthday, Chris!
Absolutely. Happy birthday, sir. And I do, if that is at least the aspect of their, special guest referees and everything like that, then at least you've got them involved in the match. I do think it's a little odd that Jordan wasn't involved with the women's TNA team, but at least you're going to get her involved.
Why would she be on the TNA team?
Sorry, NXT. Jesus Christ Almighty! I was trying to do 2 things at once, and my words slipped out because I'm trying to get Dynamite pulled up here.
I told you now, Spaz, my fellow Canadian. I know there's a couple other fellow Canadians out there. Where the fuck are you watching Dynamite tonight? Because I'm not certain. And in my country, AEW is not advertised prevalently. So, anyone got an answer? As Netflix is about to start NXT as we speak, and I'm optimistic that this commercial break is leading to wrestling. Let's go! I got it.
I'm still trying to pull it up. HBO Max apparently doesn't like me right now.
Okay, a live event about to start. So for those watching at home, I got the crowd and the big stage. Dynamite is off and running, and I got the Netflix logo as well, Nick.
There, I have this event is starting soon, and I have then.
Oh, then?
I'll stop it now when I get there. I'm at now.
Now.
And I got the crowd with Shivani in the ring.
I got Shivani in the ring. Look how good we are at this, folks. Forever.
Yes.
All right. These shows are together. We're together. We're like pros, dialed right in. 2 shows in sync at the same time.
I got together right now.
Yes.
Yes.
I got the NXT flag.
Yes, you said together earlier, and it threw me off because you were doing such a great promo. I threw me off with the sync up.
I'm still getting used to the cadence of the new Then, Now, Forever. It's a different, it's different, and it's elongated between the second and third.
That's what she said. But yeah, it's even still of how, with some of that stuff that even we do of strap on and strap in, ladies and gentlemen, all that, it's muscle memory. And so you get used to being able to snap through, all right, then, now, all right, almost the timing of it.
Right.
It's like we're Nia Jax trying to make sure we can kick out when a referee's counting 3.
Right. As right now, I have Hangman coming out. So I guess we're getting the face-to-face between Joe and Hangman. My God, tell me you are rushing this. We're super quick. And I know you said, I don't mind it. I also don't mind it because who's involved. But it goes back into none of this made sense leading into it. There was no plan. This just happened. This fell out of the sky like a bird shit.
Yeah, but it's going to be a good match.
See, that's not the right answer, but you're right.
But that's the thing. And I almost wonder, could Samoa Joe win it? Could we just reset this and hear me out? We just reset it and just, it's like Dr. Doom. We just reset the AEW universe and it all starts with Samoa Joe. We forget the Death Riders ever happened. We rewrite history. We get rid of the multiverse.
Listen, I'd be all for it. I love Joe. Joe's one of the best in the business. And Joe should be in something a little more prevalent than the trios belts. But why put him in the trios group to have him do this shit? Why have, out of all the contenders, the Mark Briscoes of the world, him and Mark Briscoe could have a really good baby face battle. Like, I respect you, but I want to win gold. And Mark earned it. Mark just beat MJF, who's number one contender. So just make it make sense. But the match itself, you're going to get away with it because this is going to be a really good match. And if anyone's going to make Adam Page look like $1 million, Joe's going to do it.
Oh, for sure. Well, and the whole feud started over disrespect because the way you gave me my belt. I respect you, bro. I respect you.
They did make Joe look a little fucking sensitive, a little hot under the collar, which he is. But
I can say the bad words now. When everybody heard it right. I'm gonna fuck your ass when he said that in the promo. They were trying to censor everything else out, but they managed to fully get that one in.
It wasn't good, but yeah, no, it made me laugh.
I was gonna say everyone heard that too, right? Okay,
yeah,
it wasn't just me.
He said it. He definitely said it.
Yes, we've got the Yeehaw Man, Hangman, Madam Page.
Yes. So, folks, if you were just tuning in, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. I'm KJ. That's Nick. And we have NXT the Hardy Boys opening the show. Who cares what I was going to say? The Hardy Boys are here.
All due to disrespect, but you got taken over by the Hardys, yeah.
Yeah,
so we're kicking off with the tag title match. Yay, we could get Darkseid out of the way. First, right out of the way.
Folks, actually, I will put a poll up for this one, as I do have the ability to try and spread these polls out. We might not get a poll up for everything, but Blue Chew, hashtag not sponsored.
Right, but while you're doing this, I'll read Spaz's $5 super chat. I want to watch KJ watch Nick read this. Today, I hopped on a Ontario Zum just past Gateway to Shoppers World to refill my Presto and head home. Dude, is that a Canadian that you need to translate?
Dude, that was my old stomping grounds in a lot of ways. So here, Ontario is one of our main highways through the city as far as Highway 10 takes you in and out north to south. He had to get his Presto pass. We could get on the fucking bus or the subway. And Shoppers Drug Mart. It's like your Walgreens.
Okay, fair enough. Shoppers sounds like a grocery store, and then when you said drug market, I was like, vitamins?
You Canadians, you crazy Canucks. So
I'm glad that I could be the translator. You could translate that to Canadian for me.
Right. No, it's so funny because like I spent a lot of my life in the area that he's describing. So
there you go.
But Shoppers World, it's a plaza, and Shoppers is kind of the key thing there, but that's not a fun place to hang out. Be safe, Spaz. Be safe. Watch your six.
As well. You say that as Darkseid comes out here with the fucking Sierra Hotel Indica.
Let's go. The masks are up, though. The masks are on.
Yeah, well, you got Vic Joseph out here doing, the Jeff Hardy and everything. There's no way they're losing right before they go and face the goddamn Dudley Boys.
Yeah, we're brawling. Actually, they're jumping them.
So we're already starting off with 4-on-2.
Let's go. Numbers advantage. Darkseid for the win.
Where's the goddamn official out here?
It's not even started yet. The chaos is upon us. Oh, the Hardys fight back. Notice the Hardys
all about Osiris.
All white against the Darkseid.
Yeah.
Hangman Joe have no heat. That's what happens when you just pluck it out of the sky and say, all right, now fight. You're like,
well, And it's always the same Hangman promo. I've always looked up to you, Joe. I've
Oh,
always been a fan of you. I respect you.
yeah,
But I know that you're not going to beat me for this championship because I am the heart and soul
yeah.
of this. I don't want your life. He is
Right as
fucking Vanderbeek from Varsity Blues. Sorry.
right as Cutler and Sugar are tossed from ringside. Yeah, I mean, and it's the yeah, like you said, I've been here from day one. I bleed AEW. This is where the best, and I'm the best. Like we've heard this so many times. As the Dudleys are here, by the way, the
Where?
Dudleys are
Oh,
here. The
next to Silva is on Symptom.
Dudleys helping Dark State would make my fucking day.
Y'all want to just see me break something on stream at this point, is it? You either just want to see my spirit break or me break something.
It should be a fun night. Should be a fun night. As speaking of, we are about 1 minute away. I believe we are just starting the Blue Jays game any minute now.
Oh yeah, damn it! I forgot about that because I had to open a new tab for the fucking Dynamite to pull up.
8:08. Why do baseball games start at 8:08 or 7:08 or 11? Like, why do they go to the minute like that?
To the George Carlin bit of baseball versus football. Of baseball is played on a field. Football is played on a gridiron. Baseball, you play it in a park.
Yeah. And now, if you're following along at home, Samoa Joe and Adam Page are having a face-to-face. Joe's such a good promo. He is pulling some good shit out of this. And the Hardys are fighting for the NXT title as he missed the leg drop.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened there? Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. He was aiming to leg drop Jeff Hardy's hair, not Jeff Hardy. As Anthony's agreeing with me, I'm taking the resident TNA insider's advice here. I got the fast track to the good info. The Hardys better win.
Don't need the belts to fight the Dudleys.
They do to come back to WWE.
Now, if the Hardys win tonight, are those belts on the line at Bound for Glory against the Dudleys?
I don't know. The world may never know.
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Right.
But Osiris taking a boot to the mouth.
Joe is still always a good promo, and he's a way better promo than Hangman.
They should be casting Joe as like the mob boss guy that runs things in some series. That's
he
what
does it in the Pecking Games
so
and everything. He's been casting some of that stuff when he's out there in
Twisted Metal.
Yes, thank you.
I love that. I actually like Twisted Metal, a good show. I like Joe. So look at all the belts, and it's not Monet.
Does she? Well, no, because she'll be defending her belt. I was going to say, does she get 10 belts? But no, that's going to be when she takes on Jody Threat.
Fuck. I'm not picking Jody again.
No, there's some independent show that Jody Threat's defending her local independent promotion title against her.
It's true. This promo is getting a bit long. And again, Hangman's got to learn that there's different gears to a promo. You don't just go fucking yell. You're not Jacob Fatu. You can't just yell every time you got the mic. He went to like the Tony Khan school of promos.
Yeah, do they never turn the mics on when they're practicing the promos? They just have to yell it so they could be heard.
Right. And that's coming from me who's constantly busting out my fucking soundboard. But that's not the point.
Still, I like this from MDB is I've got a commercial for NXT, but you are my fire. The one. Yeah, that's everyone's outfits for anyone that's not watching. They are
it looks very
pure white.
Oh, that's jokes. What's up, ABJ? What's up, Anthony? Ringsider Anthony's shadow. I'm sure he's pumped going into this week. Big week for TNA. I still need to finish season 2. All right, get on that.
Well, and also I will remind everybody, if in case we miss your names, we do still appreciate you. We do still love you. But we do also have the super chats, the super stickers, everything as well. If you want to show up and show out, and make sure we read your comments, because sometimes it gets a little hot and heavy in here. We got almost triple digits, and the chat's hot and heavy here.
That's it. Keep it coming. Blow it up, folks. But do understand, we are definitely juggling 2 shows at the same time right now. Again, unlike any other channel out there, we're rocking it all. And 82% of the chat went in Hardy. So I'm definitely in the Dark State minority.
Sounds like you're in a dark state, my guy.
Right?
With that whole
Darkness.
Maybe that's why they called him that.
Familiar faces. Wanna play As we were just getting a bit of a stare down between Hangman and Joe, Hangman walks off. So a little bit of something to kind of get us into this match. So at least there's that, and Joe's good.
Well, there's that the typical AEW kind of story and everything of we're just going to have it to where it's going to be a really good match. So you can not give a fuck too much about the promos or anything. They'll just be enough to get you to the good match.
Yeah, just get us where we're going. And when you got guys that, like, I mean, Paige can cut a promo, even though I think he needs to not yell the whole thing. But we jump into the back. Mark Briscoe, who's like the only guy on the screen not booked tonight. And Roddy.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get Kyle on Kyle action again instead of getting, Briscoe action. And MDB pointing out that oops, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
MDB pointing out that technically KJ is in a dark province.
It's true. Facts.
Sorry, I'm terrible dad joke, but you were saying about
I like
Mark Briscoe.
Right now, the Hardys are in trouble. Dion Lennox putting a beating on Jeff. But yeah, up still to come. Kyle on Kyle. This is my example. Kyle O'Reilly's just generic wrestler number 12.
He's so good. Like, that's the thing is he's good, but in this company right now,
boring.
He feels the Trent Beretta of the King. I mean, even at times, Orange Cassidy's been in that spot of just, you are the guy. Roddy, for sure, at this point, is just a guy. Like, I almost think Roddy probably longs for the days of the Diamond Mine.
Yeah, 100%.
And Bivens.
It just, and Bivens. But literally have Mark Briscoe out here cutting a promo for Ishii, OC, and Kyle. Not one of them can talk. So they're like, hey, Briscoe, just hang out with these guys and cut their promos for them.
Poor mishandling of Mark Briscoe needs to be thing that's studied.
MJF, give him something for it. What's his
anything?
Reward? Oh, your reward for beating MJF, our longest running champion in history, one of our pillars, is you can cut promos for the job guys.
What you should be building to right now is Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher at Wrestle Dream. If we're going to build Joe Hangman, give me Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher and have it, even if you need to have it to be a stipulation or anything like that. But that should be the match that we're building here. Right. Not we're going to get Kyle O'Reilly, and Orange Cassidy's been fumbled the whole time since he's been back because he's been caught up in the stupid fucking hologram thing.
Right. Now the Death Riders are making their way out. I'm not sure if this is going to be Ishii Moxley, I believe, is next.
Oh, so we've got Dark State and the Death Riders on the screen at the same time. I think we're all in a dark place on anything that we're watching right now, folks.
Well, listen, the tag match is going well. Strong tag match. Nice back and forth. Dark State's cut off the ring. Jeff Hardy with Whisper in the Wind trying to battle back. Classic Hardys. And John Moxley moseys onto the ring.
Right. Wait, Nick, weren't you mad that Briscoe picked up a win against MJF on a pay-per-view, though? Yes, I am. But still, at this point, if we move past that, if you're going to use them, use them. MJF's taking a pause for the cause, and I'm fine with that.
Well, does it make you more upset? Okay, fine. You're a big MJF fan. He loses a battle to Mark. Is it more insulting that your guy loses, but it means nothing? Like, all right, I take a loss. The Bills lose to the Chiefs, but at least we lost to the champions. Fuck it. Right? Like, to Briscoe to get that win and do nothing, you're like, what was the point of beating my guy?
Exactly. I could literally, as you started saying, I could see it be at 100% with that of, so you just had MJF lose for nothing.
That's what it ends up turning into, right?
Yeah. So I guess to counter your argument, Boston, and to thank you for helping me with my argument, KJ, of I want it to amount to something to validate the loss. Like, almost now here, I'll tie it into you, Boston. Now I want the Patriots to maybe make a wild card spot in the playoffs. So then our loss to you doesn't feel so bad.
Right. Yeah. Valid. Here comes the Stone Pitbull. And I like Ishii. He's my favorite potato. But, I mean, he would have been a lot better 10 years ago.
He's an old stale potato. As I got a Tower of Doom spot. That's got really bad. that got all fucked up. Matt trying to play Buck and Bronco, and it just fell into nothing.
It looked like he gave Deion Lennox a kiss.
He was trying to adjust himself or something, and they couldn't fucking get back to where they needed to be.
No way. No.
Sometime bomb.
No.
So do it, Jeff.
Get up.
We're not gonna take it. Swanton bomb. Everybody did that at least once in their life. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for coming.
Champions.
In the year of our Lord, 2025, the Hardy Boys are WWE champions once again.
It's insane. Let's
double
go.
champ.
I really wanted them to lose just for the fun of the show. But I look to my right and there's Moxley walking into Ishii, and Ishii's tiny. Looks like a toy. This is crazy. Somebody's like beating up their grandpa
right now. I have never realized how small Ishii looks.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and a knee.
Well, I haven't got the knee. I still got them just trading bows. So we're cut to the heart of the Dudleys.
So the Hardys are double champs. Crazy. There you go. The WWE finally gave up a belt to TNA, but they're like, our old guys got to do it.
Exactly. Again, in the year of our Lord, 2025, the Hardy Boys are WWE champions.
Right. Oh, I think we're up to 27, 28, 29.
Oh, so we do have the special guest referees, because up next we've got the Showdown.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. On one channel, we just saw the Hardy Boys win the titles. On the other show, we are up to over 30 striking blows between Jon Moxley and seemingly his grandfather.
You know, is it too early to make a Mark Sanchez joke? Because it feels like this is just a younger, more athletic man beating up an older man.
What is happening?
How do you feel about that? That's a wild news. But speaking of wild news, Spaz with a $5 super chat. Am I crazy, or is the NXT zone a little different? Bigger crowd, maybe. Also, Hardys with all the white gear on.
All the way. All the way.
Well, is NXT in the Performance Center? Is it in Full Sail? Where's it at?
I believe it's at the Performance, like the usual stomps, the Performance Center. 87% of the chat took Moxley. I can't believe 13% took Moxley to lose. Is that just wishful thinking?
Well, as now we've got to have Marina Shafir clawing at the eyes of Ishii, because Moxley can't win clean against Ishii.
Tiny old man.
A statue. Moxley can't beat a statue, a stone pit bull by himself.
So who wins coming up? Team TNA or Team NXT?
But we do have it confirmed that Jordan Grace is the special guest referee, so they are running that gimmick as well.
Yes, and Joe Hendry is going to be the special guest referee of the men's. So yeah, interesting times. As it is 2-0 Blue Jays at the top of the going into the bottom of the first. 2-0 in the opening inning.
I got one bird for you.
One walk and a one dinger.
And we're playing in New York, so I can't even say, because is it still the Rogers Center? They have a goddamn short fence, so like anything that would have been a long drive is just going over the fence in that center. But anyways, it felt that way as a Yankees fan when you're giving up 10 runs a game. I'll say that, as we just now gave up a home run in our own field. So I told you, well, maybe we'll win this game. If not, good on you. Hopefully the Blue Jays win the World Series because
not a great start, and we got Bieber on the mound, so hold on tight.
You got Bieber, Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
You all been whipping our ass that much? You needed to bring in.
Yeah, we just brought in the Beebs for shits because we're like, we got this.
They can't beat us anyways.
Let's go. What's up, Big One? What's up, Ronan? Anthony got you. Let's go. Anthony, you're missed, buddy. Chair, welcome.
Chris. It feels weird watching the TNA invasion out here without the ringside Anthony and everything.
Right. I was a big fan of Toni Storm in WWE. I was rooting for her against Charlotte. I still think she would have gotten over if she stuck it out. I think she has the talent and the ability that if she would have stuck it out, she could have done it. But your well-being and your mental health is important. She was not in a good place and she was not mentally happy. So things have worked out well for Toni. She's a star. And it'll be very interesting how her future plays out.
Well, it's the same way I can't opine over if Swerve would have stayed in WWE because, again, still a bit of that too was mostly with Vince still being in control. So it's easy to look at it now and say with who's in charge that it would have gone entirely different. But with who was there before, you never know.
Right. I'm with you, MDB. I was fucking rooting for it, buddy. I'm rooting for it.
Why does everyone hate me? Why does everyone not want to see me happy? Why can't I experience joy once in my life?
It's like, like when you see when you hit yourself in front of like a small kid and they giggle because your pain makes them laugh. Same principle.
So I'm just jackass. I'm Bam Margera. My Steve-O.
Right.
I'm party boy out here for you fucks.
Right. As Moxley goes through a commercial break with Ishii, this barn burner continues. And this is where I challenge the AEW sickos. Tell me how this is better than the matches we got last night on Raw. How is this? How is it that this is the company that books the better wrestling matches and you're giving me this hot dog flavored water?
And not even a chocolate starfish.
Not even a hot ball. There's definitely an asshole in the ring.
Fair enough. But hey, how are you doing? Mackenzie Mitchell, the TNA ring announcer. I feel like I had to say her name whether Anthony want to jump through the screen.
Mackenzie?
Yeah, well, shout out Jordan Grace up there. Good, you're fine. How John Moxley to Ishii, Jonathan Gresham.
Iconics back in NXT. You're knockout tag champs.
The inspiration. Sorry, why did I say undisputed?
Let's go. Again, Night keeps saying, what's more exciting right now? The entrances for the women's match or Moxley Ishii, who Ishii just lands a fucking suplex on your former world champion? Is he 5'3"?
We represent the New Japan Guild, the New Japan Guild, the New Japan Guild, as I got Mara Sade, and I still always want to call her Jakara Jackson, but that's a release that from TNA or from NXT that just bothered me, just irked me, because her and Lash as a tag team should have worked, was working, and they just kind of gave up. And now they're all dapping up Kalani she's one of the gals. She's from the enemy team.
But she's wearing your belt, and she representing hard.
So then why don't they like Trick?
Because he doesn't trust Trick. He explained that. Didn't go without explaining. I don't trust Tricky Williams, but I do like Kalani. So, Kalani, you are welcome to do your thing. Oh, she almost beat Moxley. Dude, why is this so competitive?
I don't know. I got Moxley flipping the double bird right now to the crowd. So I don't even know if I'm anywhere near you or not.
I have no idea anymore. I thought we were pretty close. Ishii off the ropes. Big clothesline. Down goes Mox. Mox actually so big.
Oh.
Deep two. Why will Mox not sell like this for, I don't know, one of the actual, top guys in the company? Ishii's gushing blood, by the way. Speaking of potatoes.
Right. Well, and I got Lola and Hamas Parker. As they even got
go. This might be
Team
my favorite
NXT
tag
shirt.
team. This might put these two in a team. My favorite tag team in history. Lola and
there might be peace in the Middle East with you and I if those two are a tag team, my guy.
Let's go. And right behind them, Sol Ruka, who's an absolute gem.
And they have Team NXT shirts on too as well.
Absolutely. So my prediction is this: the women of NXT take the W here.
Okay.
I think it's a much better team.
Well, I'm wondering, I was going to ask earlier on, and it might be a poll question of who wins overall the night. So far, TNA's got one win. If this is Team NXT that gets the win here, then we've got a split there. Then we've still got Ethan Page, Mustafa Ali.
Right.
And then it comes down to the men's because we've only got, the 4 matches? So it might we do the draw. We each team changes title match, and each team gives up Survivor Series match.
Moxley hits a cutter, give for a 2 count, and believe this, guys. Believe it when I tell you this. The match continues. This match is still going. This match is still a thing.
Big Dog with a $5 super chat. I'm with you, Nick. Down with Lark State. Yeets to the Hardys.
There you go. Big, wow. You can't hit a man with no neck with a pile driver. And he no-sells it because how do you hurt him? Oh, into the stomp. Is that Moxley's new thing? Just do all my friends' finishers? Do like moves of better wrestlers?
All my friends are great. All my friends are great.
Thank you for the super chat. Big Dog, Spaz back in there with another one. But we are off and running, Nick. It's 62% for Team NXT here from the chat. Not bad. I mean, not an overwhelming favorite. There's some hope there for the TNA ladies.
Like I said, to me, does it come down of, I think, depending on how you think Ali, Ethan Page, and the men's kind of team match goes, does this kind of have to lean Team NXT? Because maybe the next, you've got Ethan gets a win, and then the men's team loses or picks up the win for TNA.
Right.
If we're going to do this fair and balanced, I mean, still on one hand, I mean, there is more of a talent on Team NXT. If you've got Jada Parker, Lola, you've got Sol Ruka that they're strapping a fucking rocket to. Kalani's a mid-tier person in NXT, and she's the captain for Team TNA.
Yeah.
Not to knock anybody, but that's just kind of the way it's presented.
He kicked out again, Nick. Like they're trying to get the stars for all the stars from Dave. Again, when you tell me this is where the best wrestle, and I got to sit through 15 minutes of this bullshit. And again, another submission. He won't tap out. He'll pass out. It's shit. Not a fucking sound from the crowd. Nothing. Just dead air in the building right now. Huh?
Well, we've got official word from the man. This match will never end.
Fuck. Finally.
Oh,
I just like to fucking choke people out. I don't care, even if it is my grandpa. Fuck my grandpa.
Also, bold makeup strategy by Marina with just I do a straight line. But we've got Santina and Carlos Silva backstage in a random, board meeting room at the Performance Center as right now tagging to Jada. So Jada and Lola working with Jakara. I'm going to still keep calling her Jakara.
Should have been me.
Yeah.
As we are in the back with the Bucks and Renee, but for those, remember, this is a classic Survivor Series style match.
Now, does this make sense with why you only have 4 matches? If you're going to have like the eliminations and everything throughout all of these.
Yeah, you have no choice. I mean, the Survivor Series matches, you have two choices, actually. One, make them short and have everyone get eliminated. Like you have like a roll up here, a DQ by accident. Give it time. Let it actually feel like a good match. You gave the Hardys a decent amount of time with Dark State earlier. Oh, nice assist. But then you run into, as the Bucks are trying to get in Tony's office, but he won't answer the door. I'm not afraid anymore. That's what that felt like.
Did you hear me? I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Well, we got a brawl. All 4 women or all 8 women are found their way to corners and now into each other.
You might be onto something though with Lola and Jada being a tag team, because they square right up to the Iconics there. So
I'm in.
Tag team v tag team.
Yeah, I'm all for that team.
Oh, JC with a kind of salt off the top row or off the apron.
Nick, a little bit of good news. The Yankees answer back with 1 run in the first. That's good news.
There we go. There we go. I gotta pull this goddamn scoreboard up.
I predict Team NXT and Team TNA men. I'm thinking that might be the case. Britt Baker, that'd be crazy. TK thinks people like that. Oh, who is out there right now going like that Moxley match burned?
Who's out there saying that Sol Ruka hitting a fucking handspring moonsault onto the outside as we go to commercial, celebrating with her whole team and everything like that? Like that isn't a star ready to be happening out there. That this is kitty shit of this hell's incomparable to Tony Khan with Moxley and Ishii out there doing slap fighting for 45 minutes.
That's a thing, right? Like that's the baffling part of. Okay, you see Moxie with this tiny little man, and they're just smacking the shit out of each other. Nobody's really selling anything. You hit a dozen moves, kick out of everything, and then you turn on this channel and you see actual performance. You saw it with the tag match. I know we've had our debates about Dark State, but Dark State versus the Hardys is a good match. Big win for the Hardys. And then we move into this, and she got a yellow card. What the fuck? Dear Jordan. Red card.
Blue card. Are we going by soccer rules out here? Because again, I've got commercial break so I could watch HBO Max because it's not available in Canada. I can't use the Vippin.
Right.
I got to contribute to those 500 million, HBO Max numbers that all of a sudden fucking disappeared real fast.
Right. Moxley with this curb stomp, not on my, but he's been doing the stomp. He's been doing the cutter, the stomp. That's what I mean. I feel like Moxie is just doing a series of moves that better wrestlers do.
Yeah, well, could you see in like 2027 the Shield reunites?
Right. Maybe. Never say never. Somebody check on MD. He is probably amped for this 10-star banger.
KJ did the laugh.
Glad I could entertain. Oh my God. Now I have to sit through Moxley and Darby again. I quit match. And if you thought the last match was crazy, wait till you see this 5-star burner.
Well, how many stipulations? What is there left to do with these two? Does someone literally have to unalive for a period of time in a match for it to be enough for either of these two?
That's my big fear with AEW is something they're going to push it to that point. I hope not, knock on wood, but that's my fear because they seem so reckless and careless. And there doesn't really seem to be a true control in the company where people are like, I want to do this. And somebody's just like, fuck it, do it. Again, like we just saw, Moxley can't have good wrestling matches. So he has stipulation matches. It's that simple.
But it's still, where is there left to go after you have a casket match and everything? After you had an anarchy in the arena?
Yeah.
What is there left to do?
Apparently, the progression of being buried is, or being shut in a casket is saying I quit. You think that might go the other way around, if nothing else?
As I've got your favorite moment from Collision of Statlander and Tony Storm back to back, like they're in a field of meadows. I don't mind Stat being champion though, and
I don't mind
finally
it.
fucking warranted, and I want her to have a run with it.
But it was shit how they got there, and it was shit how they did it. And I like Statlander a lot. She's a talented woman. Using Tony Storm to put over Stat would have been great. But all they had to do, Nick, and listen, it's not all negativity when it comes to AEW. All they had to do was Tony retains in the Fatal 4-Way, but there's controversy in the finish. Stat had her, but, she got distracted, whatever. Then it's Stat challenging one-on-one Tony Storm for Tony's belt at Wrestle Dream. And you give her that moment with a build that we're all excited about the potential of Stat winning. Nah, you did it backwards, and then you have the ladies there on Saturday. And I'm sorry, maybe people think that's who cares. When you got the female talent laying in the ring, petting each other's face, you'd never have the men doing that. It's embarrassing. Where the best wrestle, that's not good. Well, that's part of her story, her gimmick. It just looks bad. When you
never just walk up and touch your homie's face?
Yeah, just like lay there. I'm going to beat you at Wrestle Dream, you lovely thing. Like, okay, I get it, but having your athletes laying in the ring doing that is such a bad look. As we're getting a street fight now. Holy shit. Why is this here?
Who is here? Oh, this is the Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand.
I thought
that's such a terrible fucking intro for them. God damn, I hate this douchey bullshit. I know it works, but they're just like such douchebags. They're D's for douches.
Right.
But yeah.
Oh, JC on fire. Nice super kick.
Are you worried that they're going to have Tony beat Statlander and get the belt back?
I think that Stat wins to solidify her championship, but I do believe, and you guys quote me on this, bookmark this little moment. Mercedes Moné is going to beat Stat for that title, and that's going to be her record-breaking win.
Why would you put that evil out there?
I can see it.
Folks, wipe that moment from history. That thing was never uttered on this channel. It will never come to be. I agree with you, MDB. Not going to lie. Jonah Gray's kind of looking how you doing? I mean, I love me some Jonathan Gresham, but I can palm your forehead, sir, and keep you away.
I want to see Jonathan Gresham versus Ishii.
Change a light bulb match.
As the Hurt Syndicate are in their street clothes because it's a street fight.
Well, who wears street clothes? I mean, I guess if you're fine dining and wheeling and dealing,
right?
When you're out there spilling more liquor.
Ricochet. Oh, this is bad. We're the best wrestle, folks.
That's Jada's got.
Oh, Jada double stacking, Nick.
Right.
Hold the damn phone.
Oh, well, she done hung up operator and hits the LeBron taunt. And I got a word for LeBron as a big fan of. He trolled the shit out of everybody because he did the announcement before and everything, and it's still the NBA off season and all that. And he did the announcement too, exclusively at noon Eastern on Tuesday today and everything. It was a goddamn Hennessy commercial. Everyone was out there wondering, is he going to retire? Is he going to this? Is he doing something like that? No, a goddamn commercial.
Right. 85% of the chat going for the Hurt Syndicate over the Demand. I believe the Demand won at All Out, if I'm correct. Did I make that up?
No, you are correct.
So we are, I'm going to go, the Hurt Syndicate needs a win back. Ricochet and MVP up there playing like sword fight looks stupid. And I almost thought MVP loses me out. Oh my God.
Oh, Sol Ruka with a drop kick after Kalani breaks up the pin with a splash.
She is a star. Oh, on Flatliner.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This match is
everybody gets
insane.
spotted. Now, were we sure this is an elimination and this isn't just one pinfall?
As far as I know, it's a traditional Survivor Series match.
Well, Kalani's got to roll up on Jada. Don't be the first one out. Oh, sorry, Jakara.
Jakara pins Jada. That's the first elimination, I believe.
Yes.
She looks good.
She was good. She is good.
Let's go. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you mentioned this, and then it just starts to become the fucking dominoes fall.
Yeah. But now you're starting, you actually had this, they went quite a while without an elimination but now you're starting to tire down. So there's an actual, they're telling the story in the match. Right now, if you're tuning into Dynamite, there is an absolute brawl. They're all crammed between a wall and the ring. It looks very uncomfortable. But what we're getting on NXT right now is cooking in comparison, Nick. I think that's fair.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, there is that aspect to it of momentum of, okay, so the last thing was really good, so I'm going to stay here to make sure if the next thing's really good too as well, versus we're coming off the heels of Moxley and Ishii. Folks, if you want to sit here and just watch a 10-hour stream of me and KJ slapping each other in the chest,
we'll do it.
That's pretty much what we'll do it for a piece of change. But that's pretty much what Moxley and Ishii was. So now to come back off of that, and yes, you've got a street fight. Yes, it'll try and get people going because weapons, spots, Bobby Lashley, names, attention. But it's kind of just filler.
Well played, Jose. That's funny. Gresham versus Ishii with Big Ed as special guest referee. Hi, guys. Let's go. No, a really good women's match. A lot of chaos, but a lot of nice transition, big moves. Yeah, Jakara gave herself a bit of a makeover heading into TNA. She looks good. I mean, let's hope the lady can find her footing and she does well. She seemed like she was heading in the right direction.
Which is why I'm mad that she got let go, because it was a perfect working relationship with her and Lash as a tag team and everything.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. MDB pointing out that Dalton Castle's working with the Outrunners. As a trios, it's a match made in heaven. They're like perfect vibe for each other.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got caught up with.
Oh, go ahead.
I got caught up with TJ out here, becoming a member for 27 months, 2+ years of wrestling for life. We love to see it. And TJ, been a minute, my guy.
Sup, TJ? Rapunzel.
Yeah, we got Rapunzel pronouns pal with bruv. And then we've got the infamous Dave Meltzer. What about me as general manager of AEW? And I become a part of the storyline, and Tony Khan has to fight me for his company. At this point, Dave, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Have Brian be your fucking Tajiri. Have him be your goddamn lackey and everything like that. Do it 100%. Be Tony Khan's Eric Bischoff.
Do it. You don't have the balls to do it. I do it. I couldn't get any fucking worse. Do it. Fucking do it.
You can only go up.
Right? Like, what is going to be the possibility? Just do it. Do it, Dave. I mean, shit. You can give yourself.
Should they do, though, like a Danielson as an actual GM?
All day, every day. Yeah, all day, every day. He's the perfect guy to do it. A guy that's respected by the locker room, but has enough gravitas. I fit that into 2 shows in a row. I'm impressed. That the fans respect him and believe in him. So when he comes out and speaks, you believe it. That would be a better role than commentary. And he could do part of that role from home. Like, he doesn't have to be at the shows every week. He can cut a selfie promo. Hey, guys, Dynamite this week. Gonna kill. We're booking this. We're booking that. And at least it feels like someone's guiding the ship. It feels like some of the shit that's happening might be happening for a reason.
Yeah, is it that with Dynamite right now, with AEW as a whole, it's kind of just this masked facade. It is the all-powerful Khan. Don't pull back the curtain to see who's actually, making the sausage back there. Yeah,
and the biggest problem is the sausage stinks, and it's not not edible at the moment. And they need to fix the sausage.
It's dog biscuits. It's
maybe
dog
the
biscuits.
best analogy ever.
Ricochet flying as I got back in action right now on NXT.
Right. The pace still up. It's good to see the Iconics back, the inspiration, and they look good. Lola back in, who also has been looking good.
Is she about to be like their top version in AAA?
What's that?
Is she about to be their one of their top contributors out there in AAA?
She really could be. They've responded very well to her. Oh, she gives us the speedball kicks. They're just equally bad, but more fun to look at.
Well, it's more of what's behind it. I don't want to ever be in front of it, but I like being behind it.
Exactly. Let's go. Oh, Bret Hart here. We're getting all the celeb guests today. Bill Goldberg, Bret Hart, one last time. Let's go.
2 men enter, 1 man leave. Well, we missed Anthony out there saying about how the video package, I guess, that they gave Mara, aka Jakara, on TNA, they're putting her over. Lola, 1, 2, 3. Cassie Lee.
Yeah, goodbye, Cassie.
That's the thing. I have to try and hopefully I'm right with remembering the inspiration of, Oh, Kata Hajime. Kalani was supposed to break it up, but didn't. So we're down to just Kalani, Soul, and JC. And Lola were on Team NXT. Sorry, that was convoluted.
Yeah, this is kind of going the way I thought it would, but Kalani, yeah.
This is a lot. Well, this is, as she's the last person for Team TNA and she's NXT, it's a little weird. It's
not that weird.
It's kind of very weird.
She's the Knockouts champion.
She works for the other company. Split-legged moonsault, but Grace is distracted. 1, 2.
Wow. 2 Grace stopped up. But are they like Kalani and Grace are getting pissed at having issues?
Well, it should have been a 3, but she was distracted by the Iconics leaving ringside.
Iconics.
1, 2. As I have Toa Leona about to throw Bobby Lashley into a table set up on the outside. Yeah, Bobby goes through a table.
Yes, Bobby did go through a table. And folks, again, we are going to naturally just call what is seemingly the more entertaining of the 2 programs as another table gets broken.
Yeah, them setting up Bobby on another table. Lola's got Kalani fights off, knocks JC off the apron. The Juggernaut looking good as a ref. Absolutely. She can officiate anything with me anytime. Ooh.
Oh.
No.
Oh, we had a ball.
They screw that up big time because I hate it too. Here are your winners, team. Lola Vice has been eliminated.
Yeah, I got a little weird there for a second, folks.
See, that's proof that even the ring announcers incorporated her so much on the NXT side that even when she wins, it feels like Team NXT won.
Jon Moxley is a lazy wrestler and is a phony. Jon Moxley is the worst person in a key spot in any wrestling company. He is overhyped. He is terrible, and he bores me to fucking death.
He's a big buff phony.
All right. Welcome to the hate, man. Your sausage stank, KJ White. Come on. What are we even saying at this point?
I'm starting to realize when you do a short laugh, you hit that random octave. That's like the Jada laugh, the Ricochet laugh. I was like, ha ha ha, like it climbs.
I
heard it. I was like, ha, Jada laugh.
I'll take it. Oh, was that a cutter in the corner? That spot was so. There's such a mass of people. Can you tell what's happening with this hard cam view?
Oh, I got Ricochet went for a shooting star on the table, and the table said nay nay, and Ricochet's chest.
Oh, Soul Snatcher! Sorry, JC with the sneaky tag and steals it. Yeah, send Soul after JC. Let's fucking go. But Team NXT gets the W. And the Soul Snatcher almost got missed, but we got there. And Soul's pissed at JC.
Yeah, but JC instantly, I got to hug you out. And come on, guys, we won. We won.
Well, JC's doing this. Of course, JC's pumped. She's going to take credit for the win. Even Jordan's like, this bitch. This bitch.
That's the thing is, JC Jane does what Mercedes Moné thinks she does way better and way easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just being that insufferable bitch of being that annoying heel champion that you kind of feel shouldn't be a champion.
Right. So, I mean, we had a couple clunk spots, which, I mean, in a match like this is what it is. But I thought that was a really fun match. Really good pace. Really good energy. All four women deliver. Like, look, like that inverted angle slam.
Right? Ooh. It was still funny of the whole, and their winning team, Lola Vice, has been eliminated.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. It's tough being live, but this street fight is still going on. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this street fight right now? I think Khan's bleeding. There's tables everywhere. I feel like when they go to the hard cam, it's just like specks of men just all jammed in the corner, and it's hard to watch.
Oh, Mustafa Ali's coming out. Oh, I really want him to win. I'm a big fan of him. And you're gonna pause for the cause before you catch your Canadian, right?
But who wins, folks? I'm Ollie or Ethan Page. This should be a hell of a fucking match. Street fight is ongoing. This is chaos. I don't know if it's bad or good. It's so, but it's definitely losing right now as far as I feel like NXT's women's Survivor Series match definitely had my attention more than this street fight.
If we're going on the metric as two kids who grew up in the Monday Night Wars and everything, and going on that the Prev channel button didn't exist until we had Nitro and Monday Night Raw going toe to toe and everything like that. No one knew what that was for on the fucking remote until that happened, and you were flipping back and forth between the two. And right now, if I was a kid sitting at the corner of my bed and everything after I've I'm eating some Pizza Hut and had me a Mountain Dew and everything, and I'm watching wrestling and I want to flip between the two shows, I may flip towards a commercial. You may keep me because you got a street fight during a commercial if I don't got a vitamin or anything like that. But once I get back towards NXT, I ain't staying there until they go to another commercial.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not leaving there. I mean, sorry.
That's a fair assessment. And I mean, again, like I'm watching, like I'm looking over, I see what's happening in NXT. I look at AEW. I see just like 6 men all shoved in one corner, throwing punches and exploding tables. And I look back to NXT for the wrestling. I'm sorry. Right. That's just the way it is. But Ricochet getting dumped on by everybody. And this is about, there it is.
Oh, well, you and I know we're on different timelines right now when it comes to AEW. But I'll read this from filler title.
Oh, my God.
Oh?
So you'll see
I got
huge.
Ricochet right now is suffering the whole, King Kong ain't got shit on me
Yeah.
moment of just he's getting his ass whooped.
So now
From
this
pillar to goddamn
rivalry is
post.
dead, and Ricochet and his new faction have been buried. They are
Oh my God.
that released
Shelton
German.
Benjamin, why are you not like competing in the Intercontinental Division or the U.S. title division right now on the main roster? Because you goddamn hawked Ricochet, a fucking country mile to still make that table. And yeah, so the Hurt Syndicate has put the demand on hold.
Yeah, like you just gave them a name. Now what do you do with them? They just got fucking destroyed. Like destroyed, bro. It's not even close. Like you can't get like you don't have a rematch after that kind of beating.
No,
Why would you?
After MVP already punched the rings out of you,
Crack 'em.
and now you just get mollywopped in a street fight after you got a lucky one on the pay-per-view, and now you just got demolished. So we're just done here, right? This is over.
Yeah, that release German by Shelton to end it was filthy. Just chuck that man through the table.
There's a reason he was part of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
Right, no shit. But no, big win for the Hurt Syndicate. We'll see what that means for them. Demand just getting out of the gates, feel like somebody flattened their fucking tires. And we return to NXT. If you were just tuning in, folks, we are the channel that watches more live wrestling than anybody else out there. And we are here for 2 shows tonight. We are watching both NXT and Dynamite at the same time. And it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been fast. $1.25 in already, Nick. But like, share, subscribe. Don't forget the reaction buttons. Let the world know that you're watching us and enjoying us. Spread the word. We are climbing fast. We're getting closer and closer to 10K. Couple milestones in between that. But we're heading there, folks. So we appreciate it. But yeah, we got so much going on right now, Nick, that I'm going to stretch my legs.
There you go. Spread the good gospel of this man's overexcited because I got Zack Ryder, woo, Matt Cardona talking to Ava Ray. He couldn't handle that much awesomeness in one room. But I know I've pulled this comment up like 3 different times, so I got to finally actually read it. Of filler title. Hopefully you're still in the goddamn chat and everything. But Ricochet is such a fun and funny heel. I think he improved so much since joining AEW, and he's clearly having fun, not to take away from his baller NXT run. I mean, if this is what he wants to do, fine, but I don't think it's working for him. I mean, clearly, he looks like the afterthought of the afterthought in this whole situation. If we were still getting like him versus Kyle Fletcher, if that was a match that was happening, or if he was put into a prominent position anywhere close to a Will Ospreay, I'd be fine for it. So Briggs is there, and hey, so wait, so next week did we just get set up Briggs versus Matt Cardona because he was hiding behind the door, and even he says, "This is great. I love how this place works." Is this Matt Cardona's way to just sneak in the back door? And I'm kind of fine with it, as I got Mustafa Ali coming out right now. I don't want to pick him to win. Folks, let me know who you got for this match as I'm at a commercial on Dynamite. But who do you have? Is it in Ali we trust, or do we get Ethan Page still retaining? Who do we get? Mustafa Ali out here really kind of, it would be a bit of a feel-good moment of everything that he's had to deal with in A, the WWE shit, and B, does it have, as we've got the Don Callis family on Dynamite, there's 27 people on the goddamn screen with Renee. Does Ethan Page, free of the NXT title, move up to the main roster? Does he need to take it with him? Does Mustafa Ali win this and we start to have TNA kind of win the night out overall here? Either way, this is going to be a fantastic match. And I love Mustafa Ali's, to me, a bit, I'll say, of the Swerve Strickland comparable as a guy that WWE could have done a lot more with, but I'm really glad of what they've done outside of WWE. And I'm hoping, honestly, Karrion Kross becomes that way, or at least comes back to WWE. But Spaz with a $5 super chat. KJ is silly enough to have Mud show hope. I'm not even bothering right now. Is there anything worth anything on TK's counter booking show? Is this anything? I would say Kyle versus Kyle is going to be entertaining. I do still think if we get Brodito actually in the match and Bandito versus Takeshita in the ring is going to be good. If that's still a thing, if he's not truly hurt. Yeah, we had a whole video that went up on the channel and everything. And I know we've shared it on other platforms and everything of the whole, did Tony do enough to really fight back with this? Like, this is one of those that you went into their territory. They didn't go to yours. So you most kind of have to expect the mollywop. But I've got the announcement for the North American title is I've got Jurassic Express coming up right now, and I gotta hear this song. Oh, we, oh, we, oh, we, oh. Tonight on NXT, WWE new WWE versus old WWE. A little bit. But that's honestly, you could almost say that to an extent with anybody at this point. I understand the argument, but there is also a little bit of how many people have at least had a run in WWE that it's kind of hard not to say that they're old WWE. But I get the point. Either way, I still think that this is going to be a hell of a match, as I do have Jurassic Express in action for the first time since 2022, I believe. And they're not going to be Jungle Boy. It's going to be Jack Perry and Luchasaurus instead of, Jungle Boy and Killswitch. I told you, Big Nick, they come out with heel gear, but with Jurassic Express theme. But that's maybe how you give them a little bit of an edge or anything like that, of halfway you attempt to take them seriously. I mean, it was really hard to take Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, seriously as, a future world champion when he's out there in a goddamn loincloth riding on his fucking dinosaur pal out to the ring with and I'm always going to sing for that song. I'm always going to mark for that song because I love it. But maybe you halfway add them a little bit serious. I still don't get the goddamn buck knife side satchel thing. And also, I don't know who they're taking on. But we do have right now wrist locks going back and forth between Ollie and Ethan Page. But yes, so folks, you can let me know on both matches who you're taking, whether you're taking Ethan Page or Mustafa Ali for the NXT North American Championship, or if you are taking the Jurassic Express versus Team Job Squad. That is just the best I got for you. Bret Hart, my hot take is Gunther is the worst wrestler that has ever lived. Gunther chops like a woman, like that worthless excuse of a wrestler Goldberg said. Yeah, fair enough, Bret. Well, stay better, my guy. B-Hockey, it's a shame they put two of the only actual gimmicks on either brand in the same match here. I'm trying to decipher. I'm trying to comprehend. The vitamins are strong with this one. It's the same. They put two of the only actual gimmicks on either brand. Fair. Actually, you know what? God damn it. Now it makes sense. It all clicked together. Of Ethan Page's his gimmick with being the Canadian North American champions worked. And I still don't know the full. Does anyone have a full explanation as to why Jungle Boy turned on the Bucks outside of being the Elite? And he's very clearly in front of the official trying to cheat and take off the ring pass as the Bucks are in attendance. Who's the random dude that just threw a bouncy ball into the fucking ring? Why did that guy look like goddamn Eddie Kingston? So we just had a random bouncy ball just thrown in the fucking ring as Luchasaurus smacks it away. So, folks, that's how, I guess, immersed or minimal the crowd is, that literally a guy can walk up, throw a beach ball into the ring, and everybody just deals with it and accepts it. Is Wardlow missing again? Wardlow is allegedly injured. So he is the 75th member of Tornado DDT on the outside. Let's go. As Jungle Boy picks up the 3, who cares? Doesn't matter. They're chanting loud for Ali right now. And so the Bucks with their Kent Brockman in Clark Kent glasses are sneaking down here. Yes, Wardlow is right now currently injured, I believe. So, like I said, he's like the 75th member of the Don Callis family. Hey, man, Beach Ball Mania at Raw post-Mania circuit 2013 was an amazing time. You are mentioning 12 years ago in time. So, I mean, I'll give you that. It was still shout out to Claudio, to Cesaro when he tore it open and everything like that. But yeah, you are mentioning 12 years ago. It's a little bit like seeing some people of, well, NXT's a kiddie show. Well, when's the last time you watched it? Oh, like 4 years ago. Oh, so then you don't have much of an opinion about what's currently happening. But I digress. But no, I get your point. And shout out B Hockey. I appreciate you. Malik Riddles. I can't stand PG, bro. They keep muting. On which show? Bucks. Yes, the Bucks are out here attacking right now. The Jurassic Express. You kind of expected that they were going to get their lick back here a little bit as I'm in picture. But are we super excited? This feels again. I said it, I think, on Monday. It must have been on Monday because clearly it's only Tuesday. That Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. But this feels like this is an old band trying to play the hits again, trying to bring back that old feel and doesn't know how to do it anymore. Meltzer driver on a Jungle Boy. And Nick Jackson out here still just constantly rocking the Frank Grimes glasses, just throwing me off. Ram it! AEW has again failed to impress. Well, they're trying to ram these Young Bucks deep here with this situation. But yeah, I don't. Again, we're bringing back being the elite. We've got the Young Bucks and the Jurassic Express in a situation as Moxley. John Moxley out here with these fuckers feels like he's just, we got a bunch of douchebags to cosplay Fight Club. And these are the only idiots that you would feel that would be the ones to fucking be involved in this. As we've still got Pac versus OC tonight. But Pac out here looking like a member of Oasis. Is he Liam or Jack Gallagher out here? But everybody just looks like they're like douchebags that like we're rebels because we punch chain link fences and we graffiti shit. Like it is the most, bow to your sensei, fucking Rex Kwon bullshit. Does Moxley look like the older brother trying to be cool with him? Yes, he does. He looks like he's the one that buys them fucking beer and Marlboros. When it comes to homecoming, we're going to fight you. Hello, fellow. Absolutely. Cosplay Fight Club. Absolutely, Jason. Yes, I am still in picture, by the way, with Mustafa versus Ethan Page. And anyone, has there been a shift in the tide in any way, positive or negative in any aspect, with Daniel Garcia joining the Death Riders? Or is it just douches is going to douche? Like, he looks like if the situation turned goth. Daniel Garcia reminds me of the kid in Over His Head in a gangster movie. Yeah, a little bit. As we're getting the Paragon coming. Kyle O'Reilly, please don't tell me Kyle O'Reilly doesn't even have his own fucking entrance music. Kyle O'Reilly doesn't even have his own entrance music or his theme. He's just got the Paragon. Which the whole feeling of it feels gone. We've still got Mustafa versus Ethan Page. Moves come NXT finally. What? We don't talk about Jack Gallagher anymore. Yeah. Ali going up top. Mox drives a Pontiac Firebird. Is he the Uncle Rico in this situation, just without the hair? A small moves quick. Snail moves quicker than John Moxley. Fair enough. As I got Kyle Fletcher coming out, so we got Kyle on Kyle action. As I got Ethan Page going for the backdrop. Does Ali win this match? Is this the end of Ethan Page in NXT, or does he kind of drops Ali on the turnbuckle, or does he have a bit of a run in TNA? Big pump kick. Two out as Kyle Fletcher's out here. Spaz with a $10 super chat. Folks talking about old WWE, but then we turn over to Ambrose, Edge, Bivens, Revival, Sasha, Ember, Joe, Hurt Business, Undisputed Era, Brian, Taz, Kaz, Mr. Ass, Buddy, Cesaro, Gold. Yeah, but that's, I think, a little bit of the point that I was making earlier of, at this point, everybody's almost had a run in AEW or WWE at some point. Right, so there's people that have Statlander had a minor run in WWE at one point. Christ, Electro Lopez had a minor run. Javon Evans had a minor run in AEW. At this point, there's been enough crossover that it kind of, on one hand, it kind of negates a whole lot of this argument of it feels like it's got to be somebody that feels synonymous with that brand versus just you did a cup of coffee in the big time. But I get the sentiment. Paul, so weed to the death rather. It feels like they probably bought it from you, and it was just a pack of oregano or catnip. Is 2 count from Ethan Page. As we are underway with Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly. So again, folks, let me know who you're taking for that match. And don't just say Kyle, because that's a cheap way to get out of it. KG is hilarious. Why did I struggle with the word hilarious for that poll? Oh my God. I don't even know the poll. He'll have to come back and tell you about his poll. Pause. Chris, what up? RM, what up? And again, folks, we're trying to click on as many messages as we can. Again, we're flirting with triple digits. We've been around there. Let's see if we can be rocking triple digits all night, as we got still already 15 minutes into both shows, or 50 minutes into the top of the hour on both shows. And again, I know Bradley mentioned it earlier. We're going to be here all the way through live on both shows. So even Dynamite's supposed to go an hour and a half, 2.5 hours, plus probably an overrun still. Tornado DDT. But we're going to be here through live, all the action. So we're trying to juggle 2 shows and host the shows. So we're trying to say hi to everybody. But don't take it personally if we don't click on your message. How about that? Chris, what up? And I'm not saying anybody did, but just letting you know. Daniel Garcia was a test tube baby that didn't quite make it, but the scientists liked the way it danced. So he used all his resources to make the failed science experiment come to life. There you go. That's the backstory that you won't find the lore of that in any comic book with AEW. Oh, 630 rolls through. Roll up by Ali. 2 count. Which, did anyone else see that AEW and DC Comics are doing a whole pairing together as well? So is John Moxley Batman? Be Batman. Speaking of Batman,
I am Batman. I am Batman. I make people bleed.
I'm gonna bleed. I won't kill anybody, but I will bleed over everybody.
We're all gonna bleed. I'm just gonna fuck things up. This is me and my friends.
Oh, what was that supposed to be? I think that was supposed to be a cutter from Ali on the page, and he just kind of fell off like a bug. Backslide.
Oh, flip over.
Oh, flip it through.
2. I'm just going to make, I am John Moxley, and it is okay to hang out with your high school friends still, even if you're 25. He's the Uncle Rico you fucking called. Like, he is the older brother that's already gone off and graduated high school, but still hangs around with his
Here's
little
the
brother.
25-year-old with an 18-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, like he's that guy who's just like, where I'm cool.
He
Guys.
smokes Newports.
Yeah, I'll get you booze. I'll get you booze.
He drinks 40s of OE.
If I can't get you booze, you can drink my blood.
Well, no, I'm so fucked up all the time, bro. You don't even know how fucked up I am.
Right.
He's the one that has like
right.
pale ass, regular ass weed and everything like that.
Oh, both men over the table. Yeah, I had a Jaeger bomb. I had a shot of tequila. I had 3 beer. I was wasted. Thanks, Mox. Thanks for coming.
But it's just again, well, even Garcia feels like a fucking wasted thought with this.
Oh.
Pac at this point just looks weird. He looks like a kid that's got his fucking school pictures at JC Penney's or something. Like, what's with the ringlet curls and everything? You gotta work,
right?
You gotta work. Like, it feels so 90s, 80s shit.
Yeah. The Blue Jays open it up with a 4-run third.
Fuck off. 6-1. 6-1 in the top of the third. It's all over, but the crying is Jesus Christ. As Ollie gets hooked off the top of this turnbuckle.
Listen, this Ollie Ethan match is better than, like, it might be match of the night so far. And I thought the Hardys match was fun. I thought the women's match was good. I thought the street fight was decent, but again, we see a lot of street fights, so I wasn't that moved by it. Moxley and Ishii, I'm sorry, folks, and you can quote me all day on this, and I'd happily tell John to his face. Oh, Ethan gets the win.
Literally out of the goddamn blue. No, you're...
Look, he's still got the fucking headset wrapped around his foot.
The cable and everything tied into him.
What a match. What a fucking match. Look at this spot. Just chucked Ollie. I told him.
And basically hits an RKO or a diamond cutter for the 1, 2, 3. And, well, a lot of people thought this was going to be the match of the night. And so, hey, you had the Hardys go over Dark State. And TNA gets the win there. You have the NXT women go over TNA. NXT gets the win there. NXT gets the win here. So, following the laws of wrestling, TNA goes over NXT, Circle gets the square.
Oh.
Wagner Jr.
Dr. Wagner Jr. So I think this might be your window, sir.
Thank you. I was even typing here before this, so I'm going to go window.
I'll save your fingers the energy. Pause.
Yeah, I'm going to window my way here.
All right, Nick, taking a pause for the cause, folks. Show rolls on. We are this close to triple digits. Be a friend, tell a friend. We have NXT on right now. NXT&A, if you will. Showdown. I have Lexus King stepping up to Wagner Jr., who's cutting a promo backstage. And we got a pretty good match going between the Kyles. Kyle and Kyle. As Fletcher and O'Reilly kind of leaving in the ring right now. Maybe my favorite match so far from AEW. How are we feeling out there? How do you like the shows? What are you watching more of? What has had your attention more tonight? Let me know. Let me know. How are you feeling on this Tuesday? I will remind everybody, a rare Wednesday night. We will not be here tomorrow. We're going to take advantage of the night off with the 2 shows tonight. We will be back on Thursday. And again, back into 2 shows as we give you the preview for Crown Jewel and Bound for Glory. Remember, we are here Friday morning, 7:30 a.m. We're here Saturday morning, 7 a.m. And then we're back Sunday night for Bound for Glory at 6 p.m. And then we're back again Monday at 7:30 a.m. The schedule is wonky. Click that little bell. Tell all your friends about the best place to come out and hang out and watch wrestling. As right now, the WWE or NXT goes into commercial, and I have Kyle Fletcher in trouble. O'Reilly's got a hold of that ankle. Bit of a heel hook here. That was a crazy spot. I was not moved. Moxley moves like an old man during yeah. Newports in Oldie High School was awesome. Let's go. I'm with you. Dr. Wagner Jr. in the house. So still setting that up. That's still there. That challenge still exists for Ethan Page. Good match. Great match between Ali and Page. Might be arguably the match of the night so far. but really good match. And we kind of said that when they booked it, it was going to deliver, and sure did it. But now I will say, Kyle and Kyle are battling hard. Lexus King might be going after Wagner. We'll see how that works out. Sheamus should be the leader of the Death Riders. Oof. I mean, a lot of people would be better than Moxley. I'm the leader. I take charge. I do what I got to do. I am number one. Jim Gordon. Let's go. All the celebs showing up. Somebody busy tonight. Trex sounds like a T-Rex. Yeah, pretty much in space. That makes sense. It's Kyle O'Reilly off the apron and a drop kick-ish. Down goes Kyle Fletcher. AEW is showing out. LOL. Tongue in cheek, eh, Frank? Let's go. Let's go. Keep the chat going, folks. As right now we are on a commercial break for Showdown, and Kyle O'Reilly is going to the top. Men's 8-man tag is left. Yep, that's it. We're down to the nitty-gritty here, folks. As the Hardys become NXT champions, which is outstanding for them. In a good match. The women's Survivor Series match was fun. JC steals it, sets up issues there. If Sol Ruka is going to head towards JC, woo, let's go. And right now, like I said, Kyle Fletcher taking on Kyle O'Reilly, and not bad, not bad. I mean, this has been one of the better matches. The street fight was good, wasn't bad, but I feel like the Women's Survivor Series match was taking my attention away. Jon Moxley is the Grim Reaper of AEW. Every time he's on TV, he sucks the energy out of the arena, and the opponents are cold-blooded. I've said this for a long time, Jim. Shout out to you, by the way. But I've said this for a long, long time. Jon Moxley is the worst. I didn't like him as Dean Ambrose. I thought he was the weakest member of the Shield. And I've never liked him. And my biggest pet peeve is I feel like Jon Moxley has not changed in over a decade. It's the same guy, the same promos, the same sentiment. I'm a crazy guy. I'm going to fuck some shit up. But that's it with Jon Moxley. His matches are the same. He doesn't sell shit. I find at times it's disrespectful to the fans. It's disrespectful to his coworkers. I feel like he mails it in. I feel like he fucks the dog. And again, I'm not impressed. And his storylines have been hot garbage. Hot garbage. So for the people that think, oh, Moxley's killing it, he's moving the needle, and it's holding your company back. He is fucking lead boots in a swimming contest. He is not letting you get anywhere. As long as you continue to marquee Jon Moxley, you're going to hurt your company, and your company's going to suffer for it. Oh, roll through. I mean, a nice little back and forth here with Kyle and Kyle. Cold-blooded as Moxley looks into the souls. Yeah, let's go. AEW stepping up. You think so? Kyle versus Kyle is good. Yes, I agree. I'm really enjoying Kyle Fletcher and Kyle O'Reilly right now. 2 count. Deep 2 count. Will Joe Hendry glitch the NXT men for TNA? It's possible. It very is. It very well could be possible. But we're back with the NXT ladies having a bit of chit chat about their big win. They threw the U.S. title on him for the 4th longest reign, but he barely defended the belt. I'm not sure. Chris, context is king. As Kyle trying to wake up that leg. Big kick to O'Reilly in the corner. So far, okay. Jim throws curse words where they don't belong. They belong everywhere. So we're fucking good with it. As Kyle Fletcher gets the pin. As Mariah May now kind of planting seeds between Zarya and Sol Ruka, which we've been kind of watching the relationship with Sol and Zarya. But Kyle Fletcher, still your TNT champion, as he calls for his friends. RKO clone. Listen, Kyle Fletcher's got a bright future. And again, if he continues to progress and continues to get better, I think this is a kid that you could, like, if he was legitimately kind of set up in a better position, not a part of the Callis family, maybe doing some almost like an open challenge style, give him really good matches. That tonight was a good example. Kyle Fletcher goes in there, has a really good match, but now here comes the brawl. So we'll see what this means. Mariners 5-1 over Detroit right now in the 8th. Seattle looking good. JC Jane gonna get it eventually. She's in trouble. But right now, here comes Leon Slater, I do believe. Wise Kyle versus Kyle. So the long matches. Ishii and John Moxley went through 2 commercial breaks, MDB. So at least the good news with the Kyle and Kyle going long is it was good. Leon Slater in the building. Oh, Dean Ambrose, yeah. But, I mean, again, he was never my cup of tea. Me and my brother would fight about John Moxley all the time. Here comes Frankie Kazarian. Frankie reminds me of a guy who was an Elvis impersonator in Vegas. Like, that's his side hustle. As Mark Briscoe runs off Fletcher, now I know we've barked up this tree before, but Mark Briscoe deserves some love. I think we can all agree with that. Mark Briscoe gets the big win over MJF on the pay-per-view. Mark deserves an opportunity at something. Beating MJF should lead him somewhere. Blake Monroe. Tell him why you mad, KJ. Blake, let's go. 4-0, 4-0. I could go on the local bank and fucking John Moxley would still be on my television. I could get a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken and he's still fucking on my television. He just always on the fucking television. And he doesn't bring anything of quality to the table. Listen, if he was coming out and having really good matches, I'd be all for it. But it's shit that doesn't make sense. Ignore the fact that I'm so shit at wrestling, I'll fall on spikes. Because everybody will talk about the spike spot and nobody will talk about the fact that the match sucked. Or I'll put a bag on someone's head because then we'll talk about the bag. We won't talk about the match being shit. And again, it's diversion. It's smoke and mirrors. It's another guy that, to me, it's all, he says a lot of cool things. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. But it's all talk. I'm an artist. I want to let my art speak. Then go in the ring and fucking work proper. Sell for somebody. Don't do the same fucking move and match. And don't bleed. Stop biting everybody. Grow the fuck up and deliver some solid professional wrestling. But this is what you love. So good on you, buddy. I want to see Fletcher Briscoe. I'm down with that. I'm really good with that. So if anyone's wondering, both shows are on commercial. The rare double commercial tonight as NXT, TNA Showdown, and AEW Title Tuesday, Dynamite Title Tuesday are both on commercial at the same time. So I will take a second to say, what is on your mind? How you feeling? How is your Tuesday treating you? And how are you liking the shows? What are you watching? What have you enjoyed? What do you think is a miss? Let me know. And I will also remind everybody, our new show, the Wrestling Trivia Challenge, which basically episode 7 of Wing of the Ring. This time we went with disgusting jelly beans, and we had our friend Geekbox stop by, and we had a laugh. We had a good time. Shout out to Nick, who steals a W and gets to retain that crown. So good for him. The first title retention since the early couple episodes of the show. So, but a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out and have a good time. Let us know what you thought. And by all means, leave comments on the video letting us know what else can we eat while we play trivia. And we'll pause a little bit. But let's go. Bernard, I see. So Fletcher versus Briscoe, that could work. Santos Elite. No, we don't know yet. We don't know yet, Devin. Let's go. We'll find out. Fallon will be triple crown for the women's. Edwards is awesome. Leon Slater. Leon Edwards is also awesome. There you go. Stop biting everybody. Like, fuck. Again, like like even tonight with Ishii, at one point he wanted to do the back scratch, but he literally had to Ishii had to stop walking and he had to like kind of like mosey around his back. Like the back scratch spot once in a while is fine. But it's like this thing, like, he's just fucking awful. Yeah, you're not wrong. The exact same commercial on 2 networks, right? As I'm back with Kyle Fletcher as he's at Wrestle Dream, it will be Fletcher Briscoe. See, that's great. But like the booking's so weird, right? Like it's so weird. But yeah, they just added Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe 5 will be taking place at Wrestle Dream. It's going to be a great match. So yeah, I don't know. That sentence is profound. Watching not. All right, White Sail. Or White Alexis. Either way, it worked. Moxley is a goof. As here comes Mercedes. Now, we could be in for a surprise here, folks. Who answers the Mercedes Moné Open Challenge? Now, NXT has been running a little bit of like commercial promo, killing a little bit of time. But we have the men's elimination match up next. And that's all that's left for NXT. Mercedes is out here, and we still have a couple things to go with Dynamite. So Dynamite will be running longer tonight, and we'll see how that works out for them. Mark Briscoe for Kyle Fletcher, 5 for the TNT Championship at Wrestle Dream. I like the match, but we can all agree, like, the way we came out of the pay-per-view and Fletcher didn't give a fuck about Briscoe. Briscoe was busy with other things. And, all right, here, poof, we did it. Like I said before, it's pop-up book writing. As Joe Hendry, your referee, is now in the ring. Team TNA waiting for Team NXT. Watching not. LOL. Ha, ha, ha. I actually like Chris Jericho. I was a big Chris Jericho fan for a long, long time. But if you've been watching this channel, you would notice over the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, Hey! All right. Lacey Lane. Speaking of Lacey.
Much like a disappointing return and a disappointing debut, I'm back. But yes, so we have Javon Evans as we've got Lacey Lane coming out here. So a Florida resident, the former partner of Casey Catanzaro when they were, Christ almighty, now I can't even remember their team name when they were in NXT.
They will always be, oh, no, they won't be, apparently. Cash and Carter is what I like.
Yes.
Here comes Drake Williams. But yeah, so former WWE Women's Tag Champ here answers the call.
Yes, for everyone that was wondering and curious as to who it could be it be a Dakota Kai? Could it be a Scarlett Bordeaux? Could it be a Britt Baker that shows up and returns out here? Even though, Pittsburgh's a long way from Florida. But instead, Lacey Lane, not to be confused with JC Jane out here. And so this is your big moment. This is your big moment on Title Tuesday. Has Tony packed it in? Has Tony just said, why we fired our guns and the British kept it coming? We fired once more. And
you would deem this as a disappointment?
Fuck yes. How would you deem this as an opposite, as a positive? And I love me some Lacey Lane. So the one that everyone thought she was out there dating Damian Priest until it turned out he was out there with Lola Vice. But you're telling me like this is the pinnacle. This is a tightly contested. The streets were asking for this match out here of Lacey versus Moné.
You may have oversold it a little bit, but hey, we're off and running. Decent start to this one.
But we've also, at the same time, we've got Joe Hendry, the special guest referee, as we've got Team NXT versus Team TNA. And again, it shows this is a little bit of a deep cut, but it shows the camaraderie and the companionship of TNA. And we don't need jerseys and uniforms to make sure that we acknowledge we're as a team because we're fighting for our brand, we're fighting for our loyalty versus NXTs, we got basketball jerseys, we got football jerseys, we got them all that need to be on the WWE shop and might be coming soon to the Wrestling for Life shop.
Right. KJ said, stop. How many dirt sheets had this? How many reports of potentially, Lacey Lane will be the one that comes out?
Yeah, where's Sean Ross Sapp with the breaking news on Lacey Lane is going to be the one that challenges Mercedes Moné. So, and Aubrey's the official. Fuck me. All due respect. But if you're trying to put this versus the main event of NXT Showdown, I know where my attention's going to lie.
Yeah, amen, brother. Amen. As we get the
Griffin, my birthday is tomorrow, and then the next day after that, I'm going to NXT Live. Well, happy early birthday, Griffin. And again, as Jose's proven, and Sign Guy wrestling out there at WrestleMania 39 proved too as well. If you bring a show, if you bring a sign to a show, if you bring a show to a sign,
either or, we'll accept it.
We will send you a T-shirt and everything. We will hook you up, and we will promote the shit out of you.
Miles Bourne sending Frankie up and over, but
Miles Bourne going airborne.
Sonic boom.
And he hit that clean and just still ran off with it, came back to the camera and everything. They're building up Miles Bourne to be one of the next big guys in NXT.
When he flies, do you think he breaks the sound barrier?
Well, the world may never know. The world may never know.
They could have had Kai Baker come back, but Lacey and not even the good Lacey and Evans. I would have taken Lacey.
No, Lacey Evans to hell with her too. I don't know.
No, you brought Beth in just to take a pile driver and go home. Mercedes isn't going to fight anybody like Beth because Mercedes does not want to be in the ring with a better talent. She needs to be the one that's the person.
Now, is she Kaden Carter or is she Katana Chance? The world is still trying to figure out and decipher that. I think she's Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
Yeah, she's Carter.
What
right?
was Casey Catanzaro?
Yes,
Casey Catanzaro already sounds like a wrestling name.
Yeah. And we haven't seen her out there doing anything.
No, she's out there just going to be, doing more of, American Ninja Warrior and shit.
Yeah, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Yes, and she was Kaden Carter.
I am Kaden Carter.
We've got Agent Carter out here taking on Moné. I'm commercial on both shows.
Yeah, I'm getting back to the action here on NXT, and we have pitcher. And Moné is in control of Lacey Lane. For those just tuning in, Lacey Lane, former women's WWE Tag Champ, in the building tonight to take on Mercedes and the men's Survivor Series style match happening right now between TNA and NXT.
What is the Bourne identity? Did Bourne get eliminated?
I don't think so. But then again, I don't feel.
Somebody said it. Ronan said Miles Bourne eliminated. I did not see that.
Yo, how did we miss that? What happened?
Well, again, I don't know if it's confirmed or not. Yeah, hell yeah, Miles gone. Suck it. So Miles Bourne got eliminated. What the hell?
What we done? What are we doing? We missed it.
Nick's face expression on Lacey was KJ during Ishii non-cell pile driver.
Yeah, it's only a pile driver. It's okay.
Yeah, well, it's indifference. That's what it is. It's indifference of it is. All right, cool. If I'm going to be a super wrestling nerd and everything like that, I'm sure I can mark out to, when I get Gabe Kidd featured on anything because, hey, I get to see more Gabe Kidd. But at the same time, I want it to make sense. I want it to mean something. I want it to have any bit of value if I'm taking my fucking time for it. And especially with this being, again, even if you looked at this show in a vacuum, this was Wednesday night. Still, how would you view this show?
Kind of how I felt about the recent shows as of late. It's a bunch of random shit, and some of it is good. Like Kyle O'Reilly and Kyle Fletcher was a really good match. It's been match of the night for TNA. I know a lot of people are going to be all happy-go-lucky about the men's street fight. It seemed okay, but it was not more exciting than the NXT TNA women's match. I'm sorry, it just wasn't.
No. And again, well, Candy Tink. So Lacey was in WWE. Yes, she was King Carter in WWE. That's still showing you how prevalent and prevalent fucking jumping at nothing. But it's still, this is your big payoff. This is your one of your 2 title matches on Title Tuesday is this right now.
Right. As Javon is lighting up Moose. That's how you do it, Eddie Kingston. And eats a drop kick for his efforts.
See, I can't see this evidence, Your Honor, because I'm getting a Subaru Outback commercial right now.
Okay. And Sasha about to run into the corner, misses the knees. Yes, we're watching 2 shows, folks.
Well, trust me, we've had Meltzer, we've had Tony Khan, now we've got Jim Cornette out here. Rio is the size of a wet cloth.
Yes.
And that's tough.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, again, I know she's been a highly debated name as of late, and I wish nothing but the best for the young lady. I did not realize she was 31. So A, suck it up, Buttercup. And B, I mean, if you can't, the facts are the facts. She's just not helping your company. It's not a good booking decision. I don't care who likes her. She's not good. And again, it's for someone else's.
Push Hikaru Shida the way you push Riho, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah, let's go. As though 2 count for Lacey.
What was I got Kazarian with a leg drop on a Javon for a 2 count. So yeah, I thought you were halfway going to Delph there for a minute of I wish nothing but the best of you.
Right. You gotta mean it's never about it's always about business, nothing personal. You put yourself in the public eye and you get critiqued on the job that you're expected to do. And that's allowed.
That became the whole thing with Gail Kim. And so as I've got Caden Carter and Monet going at it, and I've got Kazarian
beating a kick up. It's over.
Devon, tagging a trick.
It's over. TBS champ victorious.
Oh, anybody shocked by that? But now I forgot where I was going. How do you feel about I've seen this of the outcry, the outpour of Kyrie saying her spot with Io Sky on the apron for Monday Night Raw. A lot of people comparing it to the Kyle Fletcher, Adam Cole thing of, well, if everyone's going to say Kyle's unsafe, well, how about this?
People are just dying for the opportunities. It was a fucking holy shit spot. Her arms are out. She looked like she
took it on her shoulders.
Right? And she was fine. The other guy got dropped on the back of his head. Clearly on the back of his head. So again, who gives a fuck? Like the desire to vindicate yourself or justify your favorite wrestling. Like, oh, I can't wait till someone fucks up. Like, it is what it is. Shit happens, but she was fine.
Well, no, here's how you tell it's a dishonest take, because it's not, I hope she's okay. It's, oh, why did everybody say this about Kyle Fletcher? Once you start going into it, actually, you take the human element of concern out of it, and it becomes a tribalistic opinion. That's when you already lost me.
Trick Williams.
It shouldn't matter which company. It should matter if she's okay, if that's how you want to view it. Oh, Deathloop Driver.
That chop of Trick onto Leon was disgusting. Good match
Leon
here.
Is that guy. Back spring.
Oh, fuck.
Eddie and Hook.
Nick.
Cutter.
We still have Pop for Orange Cassidy. And I forgot.
Up next, the Double Jeopardy elimination match.
You're there. Okay, I'll try and.
Oh, I'm way there. Yeah. I had Eddie Kingston and Hook looking like they were extras in a Spike movie. It was one of the cuts in like a Spike movie.
Oh! Yeah, it's got her.
Trick and Santana in the ring.
Yeah, good swing and a miss. This might be one of the best women's matches I've seen of the fuck off. Get out of here.
You lie.
Yeah, she won't be used for another. We won't see her ever again. Watch. Kaz hits the apron cutter on Miles to eliminate him. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, yeah,
Appreciate the
so
chat and the info.
I could have hit the mute so you don't hear me sneeze, or you could have I could have hit the you don't see me sneeze, and I hit the mute button. I figured that would have been better.
Yeah. So it's a double elimination match. A double Jeopardy elimination.
It's bullshit. Bullshit.
It's a little bit bullshit, ain't it?
It's a lot of bullshit. It's one of those Javon goes flying.
And again, like on a night where they're doing 2 elimination matches, maybe Javon bouncing.
The man's got bungees for fucking Achilles. And he goes again. Oh, he gets caught. Oh, Moose. Can you ring my bell? Oh, Hurricane Run on a Moose. They're setting up Javon Evans to be an absolute star and an absolute stud.
Right. No one's biting KJ.
Oh, I hate that wasn't doing nothing.
Leave that to Moxley.
And Leon Slater eliminates Javon as he literally jumped into a nothing.
I like that.
I like the elimination. I hate the way they set it up.
Is Leon like, haha, caught you, young OG. Caught you
but that tells you who's winning that Bound for Glory.
That makes you wonder.
It makes me know.
Right? Is Sammy the beast AEW could give Eddie Kingston? What the fuck is this? You're a big Eddie guy. I'm a big Eddie fan as well. I'd say you have a little more fandom for him. What the fuck are they doing with Eddie, bro? Trapped on Collision with Sammy Guevara.
Are we just trying to keep him away from Andrade? What are we doing with the Beast Mortos floating around and everything, Mr. Monet? How do you even feel about the pairing of Hook and Eddie Kingston?
I don't get it. Well, I mean, again, they're trying to.
They feel like some motherfuckers that just bother you at a bodega.
But again, it's just a weird matchup. Like, other than, I guess, kind of where they're from, what connects them. And I mean, again, the veteran guy trying to take the young guy under his, but they haven't done anything.
But Sammy Guevara's been such a stop-start. He's been in Ring of Honor. He's been over here. He's been over there. They moved him over here to avoid Monet. And now it's still, do we bring him back over here? We've got Monet and now Andrade. So is he going to get punched in the face twice? Or we're going to have him involved with Eddie Kingston? Collision just feels like this fucking landfill that they put any of their stories that they can't put on Dynamite, and that they just have to just empty fire around off into the air here.
For sure. As Moose got Trick up right now, I believe it's 4-3 for Team TNA. 4-2, sorry.
4-2, quarter to 2.
And this is our main event. So they're doing a 30-minute run over for Pac versus Orange Cassidy.
Oh.
They're going to do
Why couldn't this been the run over?
We got 11 minutes left to the top of the hour, and they are just starting a double Jeopardy elimination match. Wah, wah.
Right. Tavion, what up, Boston? Let's see. And for those who don't understand what a double elimination, and we still don't even know if Bandito's fully healthy or not at all. So, to my understanding, if Takeshita or Okada pin Bandito and win the match, they get a tag team title shot. Whoever pins, I don't know if it's just Okada or gets the winning pinfall from Bandito, gets a Continental Classic, Undisputed International, who gives a shit, Callis in the Palace Championship match versus Okada. So, yeah.
See how confusing this fucking is? And why your tag team champions involved in it at all makes no fucking sense. But you just explained that very articulately. And do you see the disconnect here of, okay, so if the tag champs win, they've already successfully defended their title. And
now one of them gets a singles title shot, which we're setting up. Takeshita versus Okada is supposed to be the fucking feud.
Yeah, help me understand.
Bandito's here, so Bandito must be fine.
He's got a shoulder, his shoulder wrapped pretty good. But yeah, that's my question. And again, not negativity, guys. Legitimate question of, do you understand what they've done here with this concept? And do you understand, like, you shouldn't have your tag team champs anywhere near this. You could have done this with any tag team.
You are doing way too much and everything. Well, and I see, Jason, outstanding job explaining that. Well, thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
And
I
I'm
try
still
to.
going, huh?
Well, that's normally it's got me scratching my head like this, but this got me doing this shit. It's still, you explained it, I think, even on Monday, of you don't need this, you don't need the tag team title holders to be involved in this match to continue on the story between Takeshi and Okada.
Right.
And if Bandito's actually hurt and everything, you don't need to have Brodito have a match. Brodito is the same equivalent with Hangman Adam Page. They have their champions wrestle on TV way too much, so they feel devalued.
Yeah, 100%. That's what they end up feeling. And I mean, put them in a tag team division that's been all but barren, as Brody drops Bandito onto Takeshita. We still have an elimination match going on, by the way, as Ricky trying to get the Tricky. Yeah, I mean, that becomes a big issue of none of it makes sense. The real issue.
Trick jumps off the apron.
No way. So this is how TNA gets the dub?
I think that they're going to get the win here. We're going to get a 50-50 split on TNA.
Right.
So basically, you're setting up the stupid match only to have two members of the same family face each other for a title that no matter what is going to stay in that family. Facts.
Yeah, pretty much. TNA is about to win. Yeah, they are. Ricky Saints is in trouble. And again,
as Trick's just walking off and he's down 3-1.
And you look at it, I mean, again, it's your NXT World Champion that is going to take this pin. Like, he's going to fall on the sword for the team. Which is fine. Like, I don't want to hear any shit about, they burying Ricky. He just got walked out on, and TNA gets the W over a prominent.
I'll be pissed if Kazarian, though, gets the pin. Ricky should at least eliminate Kazarian.
Yeah, as they just did a really shitty spot. They went for the kind of the whirly burrow
slam.
Well,
and do you still buy into the whole thing of to where any Carlos Silva interview at this point, I feel if he talks about wanting to build up TNA, everybody pins it into, he gets to roll up. Please get rid of Kazarian. Thank you.
Frankie's out. See, this is where Joe turns on Ricky, and Joe's gonna go after the title. 2-2-2.
Any quote with Carlos Silva at this point it feels like they try and spin it to, he's clearly trying to sell TNA. WWE's already bought in TNA. It's like, no, he's trying to grow the fucking company.
Right, but he said nothing but the complete opposite of that. Like, I don't get the spin because
there was one to where he said, like, if we grew this, and then you would have people start knocking to try and buy it. Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, again, you do what you got to do. As we do go to picture-in-picture on AEW, Okada and Takeshita taking on the tag champs. And right now, Ricky Starks is the only member of Team NXT. Leon Slater, Moose, and Mike Santana standing tall right now.
I didn't even realize it would have been a 4-on-1. So, damn. So, NXT's gotten their kind of shit rocked with this. Now, is this where you have Ricky get a win or two here, get an elimination or two, get kind of show he's the heart and soul?
Yeah, like I could see him popping Leon here.
Right here, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so he sneaks one in on Leon, save a little face, but he's eating an L to one of these men.
Mike Santana. It's going to come down to Mike Santana versus Ricky Saints, and that's a hell of a way because you set up Mike Santana to beat Trick Williams at Bound for Glory.
Right. Even when Mina isn't a spring chicken.
Well, she's out there showing the breastises.
Both went two different ways on that one. Leon is gone.
We got to the same conclusion.
But yeah, right now we got Moose in the ring, Ricky down, and it's Ricky, Santana, and Moose. And Ricky's been fighting down. He was down from 4-1, Nick.
Yeah. Well, and
go, Senton.
Is he going to be the fucking allegory for the goddamn Yankees out here? What is the Yankees score right now?
Oh, they had a bit of a bounce back inning though. They responded with 2 runs in the third. So 6-3.
Bottom of the 4th, 6-3.
They're hanging in. That's not bad. 6-3. That's straight.
We haven't given up double digit yet. Well,
yeah, you're gonna have to get through a couple innings without the bombs coming out.
Yeah,
and our bombs, not yours.
Fair enough, but no, I like. Where was it from, Frankie and everything like that? Of Christ Almighty,
130 likes on the stream. Let's go. Oh, 184. Let's get us to 200. We need 16 likes. I need.
Well, and still, let's see if we can be out there triple digits in the likes and triple digits out here watching us and everything like that.
Right. As
yeah,
Mike
no,
Santana back in the ring.
I can't remember it.
Frank said, I think the women's SS match was better than this.
Well, that's Anthony.
But I thought the women's SS match was really good. Really good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was interesting because it was a lot of, that was the definition of old WWE versus new WWE. This is TNA versus NXT. If anything, this is NXT versus AEW.
Big kick out, Ricky.
Oh, this is what it was.
Yeah, I found it for you.
Dumb question. Are all the Japanese wrestlers TK gets old? Yes, because New Japan doesn't want to use them anymore, and they've outstayed their welcome. But that's where a lot of AW fans got into Japanese wrestling, is seeing these guys in New Japan and still just want to cheer for them, regardless of whether they're good or not. We say that there's a difference between New Japan Kenny and AEW Kenny.
100%. And it's when you're the Denver's, when you're fighting for the pride, he seems to turn up and turn out, and when he's fighting for the money, it's not quite the same. Look at Okada, man. And I mean, partly Okada can't do what he used to do, right? Ishii can't do what he used to do. Suzuki can't do what he used to do.
Who's more limited in the ring right now, John Cena or Kazuchika Okada?
Okada. John's still doing some shit. We got a Canadian destroyer out of John.
Styles Clash.
Yeah. Oh, deep two. Ricky almost gets rid of Santana, I believe. Is Moose still?
Moose is still involved in this match, I believe. So we're down to, it's a 2-on-1. Pop up powerbomb.
Facts. Oh,
this is close line. That's got to be it.
Bro.
3.
And
interesting that Moose was still there.
What's that?
I said it was interesting that Moose was still involved in all of that.
That 2-on-1 optic, right? But yeah, Team TNA take the win. Haters, where are you, haters?
No, they're on the pre-show for Wrestle Dream. We still haven't seen the haters. They're still getting ready for Blood and Guts.
Right. Big. Listen, man, you made Santino happy.
And Ava.
So 2-2. They tied.
Yeah.
Which is tie.
I think I mentioned that earlier. I know I kind of at least wanted TNA to win, but we kind of got to a dead even split of, instead of it being an invasion, we just got a showdown. We got a shootout at the OK Hickenbottom Corral.
Now you got the NXT titles on the wrong show. You got the Knockouts title on the wrong show. So this is far from over, folks, as we are getting the final credits, and I'm having a battle.
Yeah, it was. They shake hands, and now I got new 7 now.
Extend an invitation. So, yeah, we ain't done yet.
Generals gathered in their masses.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of NXT. It's gone off the air. As always, we take a rating out of 10. You can give us your rating out of 10 for Showdown tonight, as we still have Brodito taking on Takeshita and Okada in the Who Gives a Fuck match of the week. Maybe runner-up to Ishii and Moxley.
Well, it's just
and Mercedes
overproduced, overdone, overcomplicated. So it's so complicated, I can't even say the word complicated.
Right? Oh, son of a bitch.
Give me a drink. But yeah, how are you feeling coming out of Showdown? That very much feels like it's all right, we took a draw, so I'll see you around the bend.
I like it. And like I said, you still have all the titles. There's a handful of titles in the wrong places right now. So all of that has to be worked out. Bound for Glory is going to be interesting. Halloween Havoc's going to be interesting. I like the fact that it's like, all right, we were even tonight. We'll settle this someday.
I just
I like
chuckled so fucking hard. Where was it? Boston. Eddie looks like Ava's way too old for her boyfriend who uses her car all the time.
Big knee bite to cat. He had a couple really good ones. I'm sorry I didn't read them, Boston. Trust me, I did see them and I chuckled. Him looking like
why are you shitting on Eddie and Ava?
It's so good. It's so perfect and so right.
I mean, Ava, how you doing? We can watch the Smashing Machine and chill. What?
I'll show you the Smashing Machine. Let's move on.
Hulk smash.
But yeah, so for those at home, the Dynamite rolls on. Title Tuesday has more for us as we're not even in the main event yet, Nick.
No.
No.
Well, it's crazy to even think about. So they're already planning to go a full extra half hour afterwards.
Oh, it's fucking
and they're gonna probably still have they had the overruns on the extra super edition director's cut episodes and everything? I mean, it's still supposed to be 2:30, but ends at 2:45.
Yeah, they'll go something stupid like 36 minutes over the hour.
I'm waiting for Shad to just pull up the fucking thing at Daly's place and start flicking the lights on and off. And you don't gotta go home, but you can't say fuck here.
Are you still here playing with your toys? Jesus Christ.
Right.
And it's over. What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm getting there.
Okada
blind tag.
Yo, why is this happening?
I'll let you know as I'm seeing it happening. Rainmaker. 1, 2, 3.
And they're still pushing each other. What? What are we doing? Bro, Dino's the hottest thing you have. And they just get beat lickety-split on Dynamite, which now sets up a tag match when they're beefing with each other. What are we doing?
The biggest thing on all of this, and I'm going to do the whole cheerleader shit of you don't talk like you want that, you just talk like you do, and everything. But at the same time, that's the Italian in me coming out of clapping the hands. But you have the tag team champions in this. Hurt or not, world champs or not, they don't need to be involved in this at all for this to be the story with Okada and Takeshita. You just had to have them involved because they needed to be involved. So what now? So now we're going to get Christ. I literally just watched the end of that match. And I can't remember who won. Who won that match?
Okada pinned Bandito.
So now we're going to set up Okada and Takeshita to get a tag title match against Brodito because reasons.
But that's the thing. There is no reason. Like, they are completely irrelevant to the story that's being told. They don't matter. They're interchangeable. So you have your tag champs. Tony Khan loves nothing more than to shit all over a good baby face. It's crazy. They don't need to be there.
Willow is the only thing that is making Jet Speed relevant, entertaining, and it's crazy to me because I love Kevin Knight, I love Mike Bailey on the independent scene. Trust me, we popped anytime he'd come out to Brass Monkey, Death Monkey.
We had a weekend. We watched him 3 times in the same weekend because the man's crazy,
literally. But at the same time, Willow, is there any room in those jeans?
Nick, I will be right back in a second.
You're good. KJ's taking a pause as Yo Adrian says, so now that Hulk Hogan has passed away, do we actually get the never released Chris Hemsworth Hulk Hogan movie, Asking for a Friend? We get it in a double feature with the Vince McMahon movie that was allegedly going to be made and everything. We get that in a terrible twosome double feature. Who would actually, that would be a thing. That seems like a WrestleCon type thing or whatever. If you could ever get that exclusive footage, who would you ever want to go to like a fan fest or a convention to where either we're going to air like the most, like an FMW show, the exploding ring match between Onita and Terry Funk, or just terrible wrestling movies. Like, who still has a fandom for Ready to Rumble with David Arquette? Jimmy the King, I will rule you. But anyways, I'm in commercial break right now. The final show remaining is still Title Tuesday, and now it's going to be a question of, did they outlasted in the war, but are they going to outlast too far? And then you really might know what it's like. Sorry, that was Everlast instead of Outlast. There was an actor who studied Hogan's whole mannerisms for a movie that never got made. Welcome to Hollywood, baby. It's hard times out here, baby. When you're trying to be Hulk Hogan, and you're never going to be Hulk Hogan. You're never going to be a Terry Bollea out there. No. Honestly, is anyone clamoring of like, your life is not complete if I don't get the Hulk Hogan biopic? Now, granted, it'd be interesting if they ever did something like it with, and I'll admit, The Iron Claw is still a movie I will go back and rewatch and still enjoy, but I also have the aspects of the whole family tie into it on top of just the wrestling. And is there that gap? I'm saying this as a 37-year-old male, but is there that gap to where there's a generation right now that them watching a Hulk Hogan biopic is the same gap to me watching a Von Erich's biopic? Age-wise. Could be. But, well, if we're going to have a scrapped Hulk Hogan, if we're going to have a scrapped, Vince McMahon, I don't know if I can make it a poll, but at least let me know in the comments after the stream is done and everything like that, of what biopic, and maybe that'll have to be like a members only answer or a dirt sheet debate question, or what biopic for a wrestler right now would you make? Hogan's off the table because they tried that and apparently they scrapped that. And still count that as in production. So you can't do that. You can't do Vince. You can't do the Von Erichs. I'm trying to think. I know the Raven the Raven one's just a documentary. So beyond that, who would you do? Would it be Taker? Does it have to be Taker? Does it have to be Stone Cold Steve Austin? Why? Oh, Bray Wyatt biopic. Oh, I would do a horror movie based on his vision type of thing. Shout out again, the Halloween Horror Nights and everything. I would do something akin more to that. You can make that, your See No Evil as this ain't evil, but I don't want to see any more of it, as I've got the top guys FTR with Bivens backstage right now. So we're setting up a mixed trios match. So Megan Bain is the hired gun, the hired goon for FTR for Willow and Jet Speed. So Megan Bain, who is out there poised to be a contender, a competitor with Chris Statlander, and also even going to be out there for your newly introduced women's tag team belts, which we have heard fucking all about since they were announced. Just saying. So now Megan Bain, who is already the tallest person on the screen, are going to take on Willow. What the top guys. I don't even know what she even goddamn said, but she just dominated Bivens in that whole situation. And it's so funny that Bivens just hates Willow because of their connection. Oh, as I got Bandito and just Brodito. Brody King and Bandito backstage with Renee. Candy Tink, I think the Death Riders will try and help Pax Pax. Pac? Yeah. Well, Pac, yes, he's part of the Death Riders. It took me a half a second. I'm like, Pax, Stats, that's where I was going. I was like, Statlander already told them to go pound sand. So, yeah, of course. Well, he's part of the Death Riders, so I assume he would help them. But yeah, no, shout out Candy. Aubrey taken away from the refereeing duties, and at least you got to. I like the avatar picture because it very much fits your, profile and everything. You look like a goddamn man. Yo, Adrian, Nick, I like that idea of a Bray Wyatt horror movie based on the Fiend, the guy who played Leatherface in the last Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie can play Bray. Fair enough. I don't even know fully with that. I'm still interested as a diehard, I'm big into the Saw series, but also as a diehard Friday the 13th fan of the idea of Braun Strowman playing Jason Voorhees is very interesting to me. But yeah, if you could do The Fiend could be WWE's Terrifier or anything like that. If they could do something with it. And that's always, I think, was really cool with where they could have gone with that. And unfortunately, things happen. But I got OC coming out right now. So this is, I'm assuming, your main event of the evening of Pac versus OC. OC, can you see why the show seems to be failing thee? More Bane, please. And that's who I meant. Well, there you go, Kenny. I got you. 1-800-RENT-A-HO. Is that who we called to get you back, sir?
Speaking of 1-800, what the fuck? What are we doing?
What are we doing out here? With Megan Bane teaming with FTR to challenge Willow and Jet Speed?
Why? You know what would have been awesome? Would have been awesome? An angle between FTR and Brodito, not Okada and Takeshita. That would have been awesome, but fuck it. Let's just do nonsense. Like the Death Riders have been all over this show. Bro. And now Bach is Bach and Orange Cassidy. And again, I don't know how many people are like, oh, we got to stay up and catch this.
Why is Pac out here with the Taz singlet?
Oh, shit.
Selling all of the wellness policies.
Right, Nick. Yankees have a 3-1-4th. It's 6-6.
Oh, hallelujah. Oh. Praise Jesus. Nick, in your opinion, was OC the best international champion until this point? Yes.
Yes. They just ran it way too long. And again, I've said OC is a really good wrestler that I think just needs a little more coaching as far as like, there's a, don't pin a guy with your hands in your pocket. That's taking your gimmick too far. It becomes silly. But he can go. He's had some banger matches.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, well, we got Sherry Dynamite destroyed NXT. What now?
Oh, come on, Sherry. Come on.
Jose infecting me with your comment. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Oh, Pac doesn't let the pocket.
Why does Pac look like a fucking lumberjack with this shit on and everything? Like, why has the man that Gravity forgot now look like the guy that fucking Brawny?
He looks like he's trying to find the Shire. What the fuck?
Have they heard about secondies? Have they heard about third breakfast?
Let's go. Oh, backdrop by Pac. I mean, Pac can wrestle, but I don't know if this is the exciting fucking main event you're looking for.
No, well, again, I know Pac looks swole, but it's still when he's got the hair and the top off. Instead, he's got the fucking. He looks like Samwise Gamgee type shit and everything. Yeah. You said with the Shire, but then he's got you add on top of that. He's got the Jake Hager singlet and everything.
Right. Some tomato, nice crispy bacon. Like, what are we doing?
The potatoes, precious. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Stick whatever you want. What?
Whoa, no.
Grab Pac by his ears. Let's go. Oh, sorry, Sherry. I don't know if I can go with, yeah, just so stupid. Just stupid.
But it's on one hand, this should be a good match, but it just
Yeah.
looks fucking stupid.
But that's, I mean, like, again, I think visually, I mean, we got to have some discussion. Like,
They had Daniel Garcia turn and join the Death Riders, and already Pac returned and has already taken any bit of shine and any bit of spotlight that that fucking had. So that was just a waste of a time.
And the Death Rider stuff has been a little bit of just a death trap. Like, it feels like the only guy that is supposed to matter is Moxley, and nobody cares, no matter how hard he tries to matter.
I just bought a bunch of my friends some Modelos because I'm
Right?
fucking badass. We're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Right? I'm the coolest guy in the room.
I'm the Dungeon Master. No one's gonna beat me. No one's running a nat 20. Like, fuck off, you dork.
Right? OC is taking this gimmick too far. Again, I just think there's times where even if you're the cool guy, you have to lose your temper. Even though you're the cool guy, you're smart enough that I should probably hook the leg and not have my hands in my pocket when I lay on this man. Pause.
Well, remember when we were getting dark denim OC and everything, to where he was starting to actually turn heel because he was wearing the dark denim. Now do we get the glitch? Do we get,
no,
the Callis family interference or anything like that? Well,
That'd
do we?
madness.
Where do we follow up with the glitch?
Right? No, I mean, you just added him to Callis' family, which I don't know if that was the original plan, but what the fuck are we doing? Goth, Bret Hart, tank top, Aries. He looks like one half of the vaudevillains.
Yeah, where's Simon Gotch? Where's Matthew Rahal out here? Aiden English. What day is today? Pause day.
Right? Adrian Neville. Oh, there you go. Pause day. Is Nick taking a pause for the cause? And yeah, we got Pac. We got OC. Again, you can give us your ratings for NXT. We will take a rating for AEW Dynamite at the end of the night. I know some people like Sherry have popped in and said AEW is better than NXT tonight. So far, I mean, NXT had a phenomenal show, highly entertaining. The matches were fun. And again, a lot of people that criticize don't actually watch the other shows, which is disappointing for them. But at the end of the day, I think AEW has hurt themselves with their booking. John Moxley, Ishii, terrible choice. Why is that match happening? Why is that match happening here? The street fight was good. I mean, the ending was wicked, but it was good. But the women's elimination match drew our attention more than the street fight for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, we got to be honest. And then there was some stuff in there that didn't go well. Stuff that doesn't make sense. Okada, Takeshita tagging, beating Brodito tonight. Bad booking, bad storytelling, bad decision making. I didn't feel like NXT had those flaws that we are getting on this particular show. And that's just trying to be unbiased and straight up with you guys. But we are in picture. Not much, maybe not much time left. Terrifier's overrated. I haven't seen any of the Terrifiers. Pac Neville versus Orange Tangerine. Let's go. In your opinion, versus OC. Oh, yeah, we got that one. Did we click? Yeah, we did. Appreciate you as always, Spaz. NXT gets an 8 for me. I think I'm going to give it an 8 as well, Boston. I think it delivered really well. A couple little flawed spots in there that will, deduct a couple points. But ultimately, what a fun show. The Hardys win. They have WWE Gold again, which is crazy in 2025. Ethan and what I blank on Mustafa Ali. They delivered. They delivered in a big way. Good match. If that match was on Dynamite, it would be the best match on Dynamite. That's how I feel about that match. The men's Survivor Series main event went really well. Thought it was strong. Good storylines as far as like Leon gets the sneaky pin on Javon, setting up the X Division title match. Trick turns on Ricky. yeah, a lot good in there. TNA getting the win. I know a lot of people said, oh, this WWE is just using TNA, blah, blah, blah. TNA just got a big win on a Tuesday night. So let's be real about how this relationship's going. And people can spin it and try so hard, but the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in what we get and what we've seen. AEW has been not bad. I mean, we're rolling through. It's still going. I don't know if the extra half an hour for the second week in a row is really, again, if you're going to make people stay late, this isn't the main event. Do the street fight. Would you agree with that out there? If you can hear my voice right now, would you have done the street fight in the main event as far as trying to give people a reason to stay up past 10 o'clock on a Tuesday night? $60,000 match, Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express at Wrestle Dream. $60,000 match? Why? And I saw the Young Bucks come out earlier and do their damage. I just don't like that they've never told us why did he turn on the Elite. I know they did the little package. I don't know if it gave a good enough explanation. I think they had a big opportunity with the scapegoat stuff to do something with it, and it just fell short. So they'll have the Bucks love wrestling their friends. So why is this for $60,000? Can you elaborate on that? Shoulder pads. I don't need shoulder pads. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you, Wrestling Rants, as always. Showdown was incomplete. The deadlock shouldn't have happened. I think it 100% should have happened. Again, we have titles on different shows. This rivalry is not over. So for them to tease the fact of, let's run it back, I think that's smart marketing. I think that's good business. I think you leave that door open. And the matches, what match would you swing the other way? Hardy's beating Dark State made sense, even though I wanted it just to watch Nick meltdown. The women's one, I mean, the women's roster in NXT, clearly stronger, at least for what was booked tonight. Ethan Page and, I can imagine Mustafa Ali winning the title. So the tie had to happen based on the booking, and I have no problem with it. Give us a rant real quick. I know it's not Wednesday, but I don't even know if you can put me on the spot like that. I am watching another forearm spot, by the way, which I feel like we've seen well over 100 elbows and forearms and punches tonight. I mean, we were close to 100 just in the Moxley match alone. But this is the thing, folks. This is how it goes. And I'm trying here. I'm trying to get revved up here, MDV, on the spot. But that's the issue with tonight. Tonight, to me, shows a bigger problem. And again, you'll see fans like Sherry out there and other fans on the online already bragging about how much better Dynamite was. And I don't think they realize how down in the bottom of the basement they've become, and how niche and smaller numbers by the day. And they can keep saying, oh, that was, there's more out there. There's better out there. And you're not giving any other company credit for what they do. It's this very insecure approach to everything. But tonight, to me, Title Tuesday didn't feel like it was all about the titles. Your main event on Title Tuesday is OC versus Pac for nothing. Your tag champs just ate an L. The best match, or one of the most fun matches of the night, went in the middle of the show instead of at the end. Like, this would be perfect for the for the Hurt Syndicate to be in the main event right now. Simple.
Speaking of simple, and I say that begrudgingly, and I don't even know whatever word I was trying to say with that. Anyways, but still, we've got no title to end Title Tuesday of. You wanted a rant. Has Tony Khan just admitted defeat? Has he bent the knee fully of, there's no way I can compete with this, so I'll just allow my shit to get rocked and I'll take a licking and keep on ticking?
Yeah, but is it like one of those things? Like, you ever look at one of your boys and go like, are you even trying? It's one of the most insulting things you can ever say to somebody. And that's what it feels like you're happening with Title Tuesday. Is you're like,
but that's why people get all butthurt and all get all twisted and everything like that. Because when you say, Tony, are you even trying? That is a disrespectful thing, but you ain't trying, bro.
But the thing is, the answer might be, yeah, I was trying. I thought it was great. You didn't think it was great? I thought it was great.
You're delusional.
And that's the thing that gets me. Like, would you have not put the street fight in the, if you were going to go a half an hour extra, would the street fight not at least offer the intrigue of, I wonder what's happening at 10:05 on AEW?
Or Kyle versus Kyle.
Kyle versus Kyle, maybe the match of the night for both shows.
Well, match of the night to me is the women's NXT versus TNA match. And that had to end in a tie. I even said it during the stream of how it was going to end in a tie. And I like the idea of now, can we have Invasion at a later date? It won't offend, Menace Yahoo and everything.
Yeah, sorry, OC and Pac going through a table. I might be slightly ahead of you.
Oh, you're definitely ahead. I'm just letting you call it. I'm just reacting.
Right.
I'm just talking to the chat.
But so OC got costed the TNT title by El Clone, but is now dealing with Pac. Again, a lot of this doesn't click, and I think
at least though we're getting Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher at Wrestle Dream. They took the fucking biggest roundabout way to get there, but at least we're getting the match we all want.
That's the Pac with his foot on the rope, nice. But Nick, that to me is like the ultimate, and we said it earlier about Samoa Joe. Yeah, the build sucks, the story doesn't make sense, but the match is going to be good. So thank God.
That's what they rely on, Superman punch. But that's what they rely on.
He's sawing good wrestlers that kind of buy him. Oh yeah, the story was shit, but the payoff of the pay-per-view went pretty well.
Well, even having, say, a Danielson as a GM, does it help create a deflector for Tony?
It could, right? At least it's some type of.
They'll blame him. He'll be the Baron Corbin.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Go get Baron Corbin. Let him be the fucking corporal.
Constable Corbin strikes again.
Bring back Constable Corbin. Corporal. The Tuesday feels like when a girl says, "Is it in yet?" I don't know. No.
I don't know what that feels like. Can't relate.
Is it? That's not it.
Normally she's gagging because it's reaching the tippy top. But anyways. But well, and so this is how you're ending a Title Tuesday. So this is your big tit for tat. This is your coup d'etat. Your coup d'etat.
Is this a no rules match?
Is there any rules in an AEW match?
Is this Falls Count Anywhere? What is happening?
Slowest rollout ever. Nick just had in the flashbacks to Nam.
Go!
Darkness, my old friend.
Pac is doing this is fuck, dude. I'm so uninterested right now.
Pac is just Ginger is just currently Seth Rollins. He is Tyler Black instead of Seth Rollins.
I would have to go looking for a fuck to give.
Darby handcuffed.
Is that He's stuck to the fucking barricade.
Guardrail outside and just sneaks up, flips the birds, and slides back down. What the? Why is this run like a goddamn Disney Expo?
Shut the fuck up! What a fucking garbage finish. Fuck this show.
We had 2 count-out victories in the same 2 days in 48 hours of pro wrestling. One was a career-making moment, and the other was OC and Pac.
Well, no, he got in time only to be rolled
shitting
up.
Me.
He beat the count. The count was 78 seconds.
Well, so what did you do any of that for? And he gets a 3 count right after. What are we doing? You don't want to win. You just talk like you do.
Yeah, 100%, my guy. But yeah, Darby is yelling at Pac, even though he's mad at. I know Pac's friends with Moxley, but it's like they're feuding. Why are we building the Pac Darby match right now? Oh, here we go. We need more.
Backpack.
Does he have pepper spray? What?
He looks like he might at least have Narcan. It might not be pepper spray, but he definitely at least might have Narcan.
What did Darby just do? What are we doing? What are we doing? He's got a taser. Fuck this show. I'm so fucking done.
Yeah, I just saw the pepper spray, and now don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro.
It is 10:32, and this asshole is running around with a taser.
It is 10:32, and are your wrestlers getting tased or not? Yo!
Yeah. No Andrade at all tonight.
Them with a flamethrower, a taser.
Oh, no, he's got a Molotov cocktail. We couldn't.
This man has an artillery that would get him on an FBI's watch list, and yet Tony Khan employs this guy and regularly schedules him.
We're out here changing the name of shows so it doesn't offend people, and we got a guy with a Molotov cocktail on a Tuesday night.
Grand Theft Auto Darby. He gets tackled before he can even light it. By who?
Ooh, Yankees up 8-6.
Oh, I can't even say nothing. You can have that at this point. This is a silver lining on all of this.
They got Darby pinned down. The Death Riders are being sent off.
The guys that are fucking hardcore get scared off by a taser and a flamethrower. The same guy said, "I'm willing to die for this shit. I want to put I want to give him poison. I'm gonna put a plastic bag over his head. We're so fucking badass." Or just you chicken shit, bullshit, pussy ass motherfucker.
Whoa. That is crazy. Darby being dragged out, folks. And I don't even know how to begin to rate this show.
Kota Ibushi versus Josh Alexander on Collision, in case you were wondering.
There you go, folks. That is the end of Dynamite. That is the end of all the wrestling. If you want to give us your opinion, your rating out of 10, how did you feel about the show? What did you like? What didn't you like? What was your favorite show? How did it go? What is up? But that was a fucking mess.
Darby's getting carried off by security, and that's how you end your show, is just seeing Darby Allin carried off like a toddler that threw a temper tantrum, getting carried off by a squad of security.
Yeah, no Andrade on the show tonight. Kyle versus Kyle was a good match. The main event was the wrong main event. The match was meh. Why are we all over the arena? I don't get it. Yeah, and then Darby shows up with all the toys like he's Macaulay fucking Culkin, and it just blows my holy shit!
I'm going in.
What an odd show.
Instead of not even Lacey Evans or JC Jane, we got Lacey Lane, the weird in between that no one really seemed to matter about.
Right,
like that was your big surprise. Like honestly. This feels like I just packed it in of like you're gonna take the L and move along.
This is real pro wrestling.
This is where the best wrestle.
What the fuck are we doing?
Did we watch a full 10 minutes of wrestling at all tonight on AEW?
I mean, some yeah, I think like that Ishii Moxley match went for fucking ever, and we weren't paying attention to it. Over 40 chops and slaps in the first 2 minutes of the match. It's not good booking. It's not good TV. It's not going to draw an audience. The sickos might be all sticky in the pants right now over it, but you're never going to get fans, mature, sensible fans that want real pro wrestling. This is not it. This is something else. And if you love it, great. All the power to you. But again, if I had to pick a show to rewatch, I'm rewatching NXT all the time, straight up.
Imagine even if you watch NXT through and through, you don't pay attention to Dynamite. Hey, they're still on. Let me click over because wrestling begets wrestling. And then you get into Pac tears off getting handcuffed to the barricade and everything. And hobbles and just makes the count after already the ref doesn't care about anything. We then turned to pepper spray, a taser, a Molotov cocktail, and everything, all still during a regular match, which didn't even feature Darby Allin, and he was the main focus of this match.
It's madness. And like you said, Clonogram cost OC the match last week. Fuck it. You'll fight Pac this week. Kyle Fletcher has issues with Kenny Omega. Fuck it. We'll put him in a trios match with the Bucks. Like, none of this is connecting. None. Sorry, sickos. And maybe y'all don't need it. It's just tables broke tonight and there was fire. Best show ever.
Is it that disconnect of good match outweighs good story?
For them, it's good.
That's still debatable on if it's good matches, but you get what I'm saying.
It's the hot shotting. That's all they're there for. They want to see people crash and burn. They want to see things set on fire. They want to see people bite people's foreheads. To them, that is real wrestling. That's what really gets me off. That's what excites me, bro. It's not good. There's a limit to it. And if you're trying to be the number 2 competitive brand in the market, you got to be smarter than this, because your numbers are heading in the wrong direction. Period.
Saquon, I heard you. Like, yeah. At this point, does as a whole, do you have to err on who won the war here tonight? Who won the conflict? Who won the battle? And it has to be NXT.
NXT was a better show from start to finish. It was a better show. Again, AEW has this funny way of they had more matches overall, but one match was really pretty good. The other match was great. Kyle and Kyle was a really great match. I thought they did extremely well. Match of the night for Dynamite. But the rest of the matches were terrible. And Monet and Lonnie or Lacey, underwhelming surprise and an okay match. But that's it. And the rest of it's just chaos. That doesn't even make sense. None of it makes sense.
And I still think match of the night overall to me was Team TNA versus Team NXT, the women's match and everything. So that to me kind of walks over everything else that AEW did. And you at least thought that, all right, the booking may not be great, but maybe they'll have a surprise or two. And their surprises were even underwhelming for their standards.
Right. 9 out of 10 Impractical Jokers after AEW. Facts. Let's go. For me, NXT is an 8. Dynamite, I'll give a 6 because I'm in a good mood. And they did have some stuff in there I liked. I should take a point off just for I just don't think the Darby Death Rider stuff is cool. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe the young folks out there are digging it, but I just don't think it's good.
Well, no, Wrestle Rant's out there backing you up even a little bit of KJ. Wait a minute. Please tell me you're joking that Tony Khan did not really book a Jericho Ishii chops only rematch just with Mox instead. Absolutely, he did.
Yeah. And that's hard to swallow when you're watching 2 screens at the same time. And on the one screen, you have these highly talented women, the quick transitions, fast-paced match, exciting. And then you look on the next screen and it looks like a guy beating up his grandfather, and they're just slapping the shit out of each other, and not in an exciting way. The crowd was quiet.
We were pulled more to AEW to find and to point out issues that they were having versus TNA, NXT, and everything. We were just enjoying the matches throughout that.
Right.
Little, here's this, here's that, of that, of even like an Ethan Page and a Mustafa Ali and everything. Wasn't a match that burned the house down, but we were still talking about it more than what was happening on Dynamite.
Yeah, absolutely. We got that one. Sorry, but Kyle and Kyle was good. I didn't think the tag match was good. I thought it was okay. Yeah, I didn't love the tag match, and none of it makes sense, and I hate it, all of it, for why they booked it. It's so bad. It is so dumb. It is so convoluted. I can't give that points.
It is. Well, to me, it's the same way when we talk about how Hangman's been in way too many matches on Dynamites and everything. you're burning out assets, you're burning out the tag team champions and everything like that when you don't need to have them involved for that. You don't need them there to continue on the story between Takeshi and Okada.
Right. Fuck you, and I agree. To Jose out there, you are too old, and that's why Darby. But that's not why Darby sucks. Facts. I'll accept that. Mercedes had one of the best women's matches I've ever seen. Boston, go to bed. Lacey Lane, here he
match. You lying. Why you always lying?
But looks like we're just about down at the bottom. So I think it's a good point. As we hit just over the 3-hour mark, we're only on a Tuesday, folks. I will remind everyone we are not here tomorrow. We're going to enjoy a little night off, a little recoup before we get into a crazy weekend. Thursday night, we're back at 8 p.m. for the preview show for your upcoming pay-per-views and on Saturday and Sunday, as we're here Saturday morning for Crown Jewel, Sunday night for Bound for Glory. We got all your wrestling, all your favorite wrestling, and we're back all week long for it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend, help us get to our next milestone. But we're rocking and rolling, and we appreciate it. If I had to pick, Nick, NXT takes the dub tonight.
Yeah, they very much put the king in checkmate, and we're you've heard of a bank holiday. We're out here on a wrestling holiday of taking a random Wednesday off and everything. But our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, put that full life with it.
See you on the flip side, folks. See you on Thursday. Have a good night.